All right. Excuse me. All right. It's been a few days, people, since I last streamed. Yesterday I was a little sick. Other days, just had some things I had to do, so I wasn't able to come back to do a live stream for y'all. And hopefully y'all enjoying this beautiful scene I got right here. You can hear the ocean, you see the moon taking out the water, and it's telling you I will be starting soon, which we all started now, but I'm waiting for y'all to come on in and show your boy some love like I'm gonna show y'all some love. What up, Cole Pips? How you doing, sweetie? Neighbor, Auntie Nisi, what's going on? Can y'all hear me? Let me know y'all can hear me. Roll them out, what's going on? Roll them out. I was in your chat earlier. I came in the beginning, but then I left and I came on back. Not sure you saw it, but I wasn't looking for no shout out number. I just want to let you know that I was there. I was there. I don't know what y'all was talking about. I think one portion you was talking about Boosie. D-Lyric said, glad you feeling better. Thank you, dear. I am feeling much better. I don't know what happened yesterday. I was just, I don't know what happened yesterday. I was just sick. Sandy says you're here from Mars. That's what's up. That's what this show is about. I'm glad that you're here. Anthony Banks, what's going on? So since you're here from Mars, hit that thumbs up for your boy. And again, listen to the beautiful ocean for a couple of minutes, and we're going to get right into it. I've been sitting here all day working on new scenes and stuff, and, just playing around with it. So hopefully y'all like this right here. And this is probably how we're going to start the show off, with a little relaxing sound, and get everybody loose, and then get everybody kind of loose a little bit. And then we're going to get into the real heavy stuff. Amen. Amen. Well, welcome everybody in the show. Again, Cole Pepsi, Auntie Nisi, Roller Mile, D. Leary, Cindy, Anthony, Jen Williams. Hey, sweetie. Miss Mahogany. Hey, babe, how you doing? Hope you're doing fine. And my Memphian friend, Aisha, in the building. What's going on? Y'all got me at 16 likes. That's what's up. Give me 4 more. Let's get up to 20. So, all right, guys, y'all ready to hear what's going on here? Because I am. I'm kind of late with this, but hey, better late than never. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Chris Thorne Show. Let's get it. All right. Welcome to the Chris Thorne Show, everybody. I'm your host, Chris Thorne, and as always, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever you're watching my content. And as always, like, comment, subscribe, and share. And I don't know why the chat is not popping up right now. Let me see if I can fix that right now. Why the chat ain't popping up. Y'all probably popping up right there in the middle. Oh, Jesus Christ. No wonder. Hold on. There y'all go. All right. All right. Let me do it again. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening when you're watching my show. As always, like, comment, subscribe, and share. Ladies and gentlemen, again, like I said, I'm a little late with this, but hey, better late than never. I know some of y'all have been sending me this stuff. Thanks to Jen. She sent me a few clips or whatnot. What's going on with the updates with this story. So let's get right into it. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to talk about this man right here. The man that you see right here, name is William Roddie. Now, from what I was told and what little bit I did hear, William speaks out about this incident. I don't know if he explains why he did the video, or why does he explain why he was involved in it, or does he explain anything? So all this is new to me. I know some of y'all have already heard it, so I'm gonna need y'all to help me as the show goes on and help me out of what's going on and any other information that you may have found about this situation and about this man. Feel free to email it to me, or you follow me on Facebook, hit me up on Facebook with it, or you follow me on Instagram, send a message to me on Instagram, and I'll bring it on to the show. All right? So, guys, I don't want to waste no more of your time. Let me move this man picture out the way, and let's get right into it. These clips not going to be in order, so I'm just going to, everything just going to play how I get to it. So, let's go.
It is an interview you'll see only on Action News Jax. The man who shot video of Ahmaud Arbery being killed opens up to Action News Jax about what he saw that February afternoon.
Only other person I've ever seen die is my mother. She was sick. I knew it was coming. I did not know this was coming.
William Bryan's lawyer confirms his client took this video, but he is completely innocent of any.
Let me ask y'all a question. Hey, Steph, how you doing, my little sexy Latina? How you doing? Let me ask y'all a question. He said he didn't see this coming. How many of y'all believe that? I mean, seriously, how many of y'all believe that? He said he didn't see this coming. The only person he seen die was his mom. I'm not saying that's not the only person he seen die or whatnot. You know, that's a story that he's telling. How many of y'all believe him when he said he didn't see this coming?
Crime. The two other men seen in the clip are charged with Arbery's murder. Tonight, Action News Jax goes through the investigation piece by piece as new video shows where Arbery was moments before he was shot. You're watching Action News.
Cindy says she don't believe that when he said that. It's kind of hard to say. It's kind of, you know what? I don't know. But how the way the thing transpired, Spence, I said it right that time. The way how things transpired, it looked as if he knew what was going to happen. But I'm not him. So, hey, I'm just on the outside looking in, just like a lot of us. We on the outside looking in, all right? And guys, I know a lot of y'all don't like when people stop videos and talk, but I got to do this. It keeps you from getting flagged, okay? You can't just play stuff straight on out. You got to stop and give commentary, or people who owns the content will and can flag you. So you got to give commentary. So anybody who trying to become a content creator, you want to do stuff like this, don't play the video straight out. Play a little bit, give commentary. Play a little bit, give commentary. All right? Word of advice from the Chris Storm Show. Let's get back into it.
Jax at 6. I'm John Bachman.
I'm Tanika Hughes. Action News Jax Bridget Matter joins us live from the Satilla Shores neighborhood.
D-Lyra says she don't believe in me.
Bryan's
Okay.
attorney says that they're waiting on the GBI to tell them if they will continue to investigate his involvement in all this.
And as of tonight, he's not facing any charges. His lawyer says he has been cooperating. One of the questions we asked him, but he couldn't answer, was why he started recording in the first place. On February 23rd, Ahmaud Arbery was shot to death in the Satilla.
How many of y'all asked that question yourself? How many of y'all asked that question yourself? What made him start recording in the first place? And again, when it comes to recording videos like that, you gotta look at this too, like I always say. We don't know what happened in the beginning. We can only go by what the video actually showed. But I think a critical key in that video, which should have been what happened before he started rolling. But then again, on the other hand, when you do videos like this, you probably never get what happened when it started rolling. I guess you're going to always miss that 30-second, or you're going to miss that minute of video footage of what happened in the beginning. All right? So, how many of y'all asked yourself that question? Why did he record? Let's continue.
Shores neighborhood of Brunswick. More than 2 months later, the viral video of Arbery's death would become public, igniting demonstrations across the country and the eventual arrest of Travis and Gregory McMichael. The man who recorded it, William Bryan, sat down with only Action News Jax alongside.
I like what Cole Pepsi just said. You can look at that too. Maybe he thought it was going to be a fight, you know. And you can look at that too, you know, because he wants to show who's the aggressor. If they did got to fighting, you know, he want to show who the aggressor is, which technically they did get to fighting. They got to fighting over the shotgun. But we know the ending that happened, you know. So I like that, Cole Pills. I like it. Chantel, what's going on, my lady? I'm waiting on that red pimp cup. I can't wait. I can't wait. Anybody, hold on, let me show y'all something real quick. Chantel did this for me. She did me a cup. Chantel, when you sitting around my birthday, I got it around my birthday. So, man, if y'all like glitters and decoration and stuff like that, holla at Chantel. She'll hook you up. She'll hook you up. She's making me a red one, and I can't wait till she get that red one. All right, so again, Chantel, I'm grateful for anything that y'all do, whether donations or even stuff like this. I'm very grateful. Chris Thorne's Pimp Cup. All right. Let's continue.
His fiance, Bryan, says he showed her the video shortly after it was taken.
It was probably at least a day later. I don't remember exactly, but I could not bring myself to watch it without her.
He seems to struggle to come up with words for what he saw.
Never seen anything like it.
Now look here. This is the first time I heard this video, and even that woman called it out. He's struggling to come up with what to say. Now, what's the old saying that they used to say back in the day? When you struggling trying to come out with words to say, that mean you guilty. How many of y'all agree with that? If you struggling to come out to tell a story, what grandma and granddad used to tell you? You must be lying because you stuttering and you can't come out with your words. Because anybody who telling a whole true story, unless you just a habitual liar, which I know a couple of people like that, Lord knows I do, and I'm pretty much sure some of y'all know people like that, those habitual liars, they don't have to stutter across their word. They just lie so well that the lie is believable, and it takes a while for you to find out that it was an actual lie. Amen? So again, who remember that back in the day with grandma and granddaddy? You probably get away with it with mom and dad, but grandma and granddaddy knew when you was lying. When they ask you for something and you stuttering with your word, they knew you was lying. Hey, Don, what's going on, babe? I'm going to tell you what my grandma did to me one time. We're going to get right back into it. I had drunk some of her favorite, rest in peace, grandma, her favorite drink was a Coke. And I took a sip of a Coke. And I don't know how she found out some of the Coke was sip, but I guess you got a favorite food and beverage, they can tell your shit been fucked with. So grandma looked at her cup. She said, "Who took a sip out of my cup?" Everybody like, I don't know. Then somebody said, "Chris." I said, "No, I didn't." She said, yes you did, because I can look at my cup right now because I had more drink than this. She said, "Come here." Slap right in the mouth. I said, damn. I said, God damn, grandma, all that for some Coke? It ain't about the Coke. It's the fact that you sit up there and lied in my face. How many of y'all remember that? It ain't about the drink. It's the fact that you sit up there and lied in my face when I asked you a specific question. I asked you who took a sip. You would have told me, yeah, I probably even been acting crazy about it. But the fact of the matter is, grandson, I asked you a question and you lied in front of my face. So slap in the mouth. Slap in the mouth. Pamela Richardson, what's going on, sweetie? Tanya Carey, what's going on? You working your way back. Hitman Jay, what's up, bro? You back in the building? He said, of course he's lying. You know, so how many of y'all remember grandma and granddad used to do that? When you stutter your words, yeah, you lying. Go give me that switch. You just sit on your ass lying. How many of y'all remember that? Oh, boy, those were the good old days. We ain't got them days no more. But let's continue.
Listen, just, I don't know, emotionally, I've never been there before. Only other person I've ever seen die is my mother. She was sick. I knew it was coming. I did not know this was coming.
Bryan's attorney, Kevin Goff, says Bryan stayed on scene and gave police the video that day. But questions remain on why Bryan started recording in the first place. Questions his lawyer would not allow him to answer, citing a pending investigation.
Can you tell me how he became involved that day as far as being in the vehicle and taking the video?
Until I get some clarification from the GBI, I don't want to be discussing the fact.
Bryan says since the video and his name went public, he's been living in fear because of death threats.
At this point, we both just want the threats to stop so that we can get back with our lives.
Both he and his fiance say they're sorry for Arbery's family. And I asked the attorney if there's anything more to that video that has not been released as of now. He says that they're cooperating with the GBI and can't really get into that as of right now. John and Tanika.
All right, Bridget, so Bryan had not spoken to anyone before talking to you.
And while you sat down with him, there were still some questions he wouldn't answer.
Okay. Oh, Jesus Christ. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. What the hell? Damn it, man. Ruining my flow. Yeah, there's actually more video. I guess a little bit more video to this, but every time I download a video from a news site, it freezes at a certain point, so you won't be able to see the rest of what was going on. But luckily, y'all can still hear the rest. What's going on? Right, right, Jen. Technical difficulties. Somebody said, he said these European Americans or something. You know what? I never understood what exactly European American means. So, dude, maybe you can explain that to me. I mean, that's another term for white folks or something, or is that a term for somebody who do some shit like this? I don't know. Kind of explain that to me. All right. Kind of explain that to me. So, all right, we saw right here that he's stumbling across. He's stuttering. He's stumbling across his words. He don't know what to say. And again, back in my time, I'm an 80s baby, and some of y'all who was born before me, again, when we used to do that, that was a symbol that we are lying and we're not telling the truth. Okay, and I really do believe in his case, you know, that he telling half truth. He's not telling everything that he know. And she asked a good question at the end. Is there anything in the video that the public haven't seen yet? I wondered that myself. Is there more in that video that we haven't seen yet? You remember they asked the GBI there when I played the conference. You know, was it more in the video? You know, he was like, well, he claimed he didn't know. But of course they know more that they can't show to the public right now. But you know, hopefully they'll come out with more shows in the video of, you know, the shit coming out if there's more on the video. All right. All right. Lightbearer, what's going on, sweetie? How you doing? How you doing? Look at that. Mahogany asking for King Isaac in the building. Oh, he said it come from Europe. I don't know, man. I've been hearing them terms, man. I don't know, is it really a racist term or whatnot? I don't know. But I hear people saying it European, you know, but I'd rather hear you say that than crackers and shit like that. We try not to race bait, you know, over here. But then again, with this case, and a lot of people is saying that we feel like they got a little bit to do with race. But then again, they're just speculating and they're just on the outside looking in. Amen. On the outside looking in. Guys, we got 23 in the building. We got 19 likes. Can we get more? Can you give me 20? Give me 20 likes. All right. All right, guys. So I'm going to put up another video where his attorney speaks out. Again, a lot of this stuff, guys, I pull up, I be hearing it for the first time with y'all. So, you know, I don't know what it's going to say. We all doing commentary at the same time on this unless you already seen it. So, all right, let me pull up this other video. His attorney speaks out.
Good afternoon. My name is Kevin Goff. I represent Roddie Bryan, a witness to the tragic shooting in
I ain't a lie, Bear. Thank you, dear.
Arbery.
I am.
No parent should have to bury their own child, especially one so young. As a father himself, Roddie's heart goes out to Ahmaud's family. Thanks to the public outcry over Mr. Arbery's death and the manner in which the prosecutors handled it, the family will have their day in court. it will be for a judge and jury to determine the fate of those responsible for his death. From day one, Mr. Bryan has fully cooperated with law enforcement officers investigating this matter. It was Mr. Bryan who videotaped the incident in question, disclosed the existence of the videotape, and invited a responding Glynn County police officer to sit with him in his truck where they watched the video together. Mr. Bryan went home, came back out to the crime scene shortly thereafter at the request of law enforcement to further assist them. And then later, Mr. Bryan voluntarily went to the Glynn County Police Department where he answered all of the questions they had for him without a lawyer during a lengthy interview. Roddie even gave the police consent to search his cell phone. The police took possession of the phone for well over an hour and led Mr. Bryan to believe that they made a copy of everything that they needed before returning it to him. Despite his cooperation, and for reasons that he does not understand, Mr. Bryan has learned that the family, and apparently their lawyers, are demanding that he be arrested. Local media have apparently reported that an arrest is imminent. Roddie and his family are now receiving threats. Roddie has lost his job and is now unemployed. Mr. Bryan, his fiancée, his children, his siblings, and other family members, friends, and neighbors now live in fear, despite the fact that Mr. Bryan has committed no crime and fully cooperated with the investigation into this shooting.
I will tell you what I'm laughing at in a minute.
Contrary to irresponsible media reports, Mr. Bryan was unarmed at the time of the shooting. Roddie is a family man, NASCAR fan, and enjoys rock and roll. He is not now and never has been a vigilante. Until this morning, when the Georgia Bureau of Investigation announced it at a press conference, Mr. Bryan had never been
Cindy, you see his
by
face?
any prosecutor or law enforcement officer that he was a target of the investigation.
You see his
into
face?
Mr. Arbery's death. Such comments, which are unsupported
And
by
then
the
they zoomed
evidence
in on his
already in
face. That's
possession of
fucked
the
up.
GBI, have needlessly placed the lives
They probably
of Mr.
saying,
Bryan,
the
his
person
family,
behind the camera probably saying, look at
friends,
this
and
motherfucker right here
neighbors
trying
in
like
jeopardy.
something, like he
And in a
just
matter
really
of
sad.
moments, effectively destroyed his life. Mr. Bryan respectfully asks that the GBI promptly review the file again and promptly clear his good name. Thank you.
All right. All right. Now what I was laughing at earlier because I saw what Stephanie said, Jen, I go say the same thing. So when I scrolled up, I saw Jen say, y'all can say white. She said, y'all can say white. She said, it don't bother her at all. Y'all can say white. Oh, that's why I love y'all. Y'all cool as hell. Y'all cool in the motherfucking that chat room. Y'all cool as fuck. Aisha, dear, the last stream I did on this, I'm be pissing all night drinking all this damn water. Donna, it's funny you said it because I'm thinking the same thing. Did somebody write that speech for him? Cause here's my thing. Let's go back to the grandmother and grandparents. Let's go back thing. So here's my thing. How many times your grandparents or your parents back in the day, they tell you that why somebody else speaking for you when you can speak for yourself? Because apologies, according to a lot of people, are never genuine coming from somebody else. Because the other person that is coming from did not do the dirty deed. You did. So why is somebody else speaking for you? Speak for yourself. And your apology will seem more genuine. Not to say that everybody's going to accept the apology, but at least they can say, well, at least he or she, as a man and a woman, came to me themselves and apologized. Agree or disagree? I mean, and that's just real talk. Agree or disagree? Apology, in most eyes, would never be genuine until it's coming from you. You, the person that did it. No matter how nervous you are or anything, to have somebody else step in for you and say, I feel for the family, I want justice for the family and all that. Okay, why is this person talking for you? You need to be at the mic and saying it. and it would be more believable. Does not mean they accept it all the time. But at least you showing as a man and a woman, you are taking fault for your part or what you did. Amen? Amen? At least you taking accountability for what you done. Steph, I believe it is an apology. But again, he's a lawyer, so I guess this is his job. But still, even with that, I think with me, I think with me, if it had been me, I probably say, hey, let me handle this, dude. Let me step to the side. I ain't no coward. Let me come in. I'll make the apology. All right. Garrett Solomon said they call us African Americans, so why can't we call them European Americans? They come from foreign countries. No. I never said you couldn't say it. That's why I asked you to explain it to me, what you meant. So I never said you couldn't say it. You know, you can say whatever you want to say. As long as I ain't disrespecting people in my chat room. You can say whatever you want to say. Because remember, I asked you, explain that to me, what does it mean? And that's what you did. So I left it alone. So you good, bro. You good. And on top of that, you made a damn good point. They do say that, African Americans. You made a damn good point. So how can I get mad at you? I can't get mad at you. They do say African Americans. So you're absolutely right, my brother. You absolutely right. All right. So with that being said, how do y'all feel about this apology? Well, how do y'all feel about the attorney speaking out? Genuine? Not genuine? Do you think it's straight up bullshit? What do you think? Angelo Saxton's. Angelo Saxton's. I done heard that before. What's Angelo Saxton? Y'all, hey, I'm telling y'all, man, you know, that's the old days, man. You know, mom, dad, and grandma and granddad used to say some words. You be like, what that mean? And then the thing is, if we repeat what they said and say it to somebody else, we get in trouble for saying it. Even though it's not a cuss word, but we get in trouble for repeating it. And the thing is, we trying to teach you, they want to teach us, you don't repeat stuff that you hear. Even though it's not a bad thing that I said to you, but you don't go around repeating stuff that you hear. All right? You don't go around repeating stuff that you hear. All right? She said, refer to a previous comment. What did you say? She said, don't you have to do was probably going to be just as dry. At least he didn't have emotions. You said something earlier? Hey, she said. In this case, Roddie's best bet is to keep quiet. Don't say anything. And his attorney probably told him to do that. Don't say nothing. His attorney probably told him that. His attorney probably did tell him that. Don't say nothing. All right. So let me bring up another video. They saying on this one right here, something about he was receiving death threats, which I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised on this one at all. I'm really not. But let's hear what it says.
The man who recorded the video of Ahmaud Arbery's death says he and his fiancee are receiving death threats. Amy Elrod says she knew something was terribly wrong the day of the shooting based on her fiance's demeanor when he returned home.
Whenever he came home, he was just so emotional. As a nurse, I just wanted to protect him, keep him close.
That's Amy Elrod explaining her fiance William Roddie Bryan's initial reaction to what he recorded on his own cell phone. The February 23rd shotgun shooting death of 25-year-old Ahmaud Arbery.
Now, here's my thing on what she just said, how he was acting when everything happened. And I'm not going to doubt that he acted a certain type of way after everything took place. But the fact of the matter is, though, not only was you recording this video, we heard you cocking a gun. We heard you loading a gun and cocking a gun. You know, so... I don't know about that one. I'm kind of on the fence with that one. But let's continue.
This confrontation with Greg and Travis McMichael. Since the video's release, Elrod says...
Oh, sorry, Steph. He didn't call the police. The son and the dad... the son and the dad's the one that called the police. I don't think Roddie called the police at all.
She and her fiance only returned to this Brunswick neighborhood where the shooting happened to grab essential items. They live right down the street from the McMichaels, who remain in jail without bond.
It's just terrible because, you know, we're scared to go home. We're scared. I mean, we're...
Ooh, look what Jen just said. Look what Jen just said. She said it seems like Roddie wants hero credit for recording and sympathy for witnessing this. How many of y'all agree with that? That's a damn good point. Solomon, you still in the chat room. How you feel about what she said? I think she brought up a damn good point. That's a damn good thing she just said. It seems like he's wanting hero credit for recording and sympathy for witnessing this. That's something to look at. That's something to look at.
Living out of my car pretty much right now because we can't go home. If we do go home, we've got to run in, grab clothes, and then leave again.
Bryan's lawyer, Kevin Goff, says Bryan has cooperated all along with police by disclosing the existence of the videotape to police immediately after the incident happened, and he says Bryan answered all the questions police had for him without a lawyer.
Mr. Bryan videotaped what was going on, and because he did that...
Ooh! Y'all look at what Gary said. That's a damn good point too. Look at what Gary said. Hey, cute Natasha, what's going on, baby? Look what Gary just said, y'all. More than likely, he getting threatened by his own people for turning in their video. Damn, another good point. That's another damn good point. Y'all cutting up tonight. I like this. I like this. That's another damn good point.
There is a prosecution. Okay. If he had not...
Because if I'm not mistaken, in that area, I don't recall they say too many black people live in that area. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. But I think they did say there's not too many black people in that area. So Solomon, Gary may be on to something. He may be on to something. Good call. Good call.
Videotaped that incident. The only person who really could speak to what happened is Dad, and we'll never have that opportunity. So that video is the prosecution.
Elrod says she and her fiance were unaware of the McMichaels' connections to law enforcement and the DA's office.
I come to find out that they work for the DA's office, or Mr. McMichael worked for the DA's office, but I didn't know anything about them or that they had lived in the neighborhood, not until after the recent events.
Elrod says her fiance has now lost his job as a result of the shooting death and worries that Bryan may end up in jail along with the two accused murderers. Bryan is part of the GBI's investigation accused murderers and Elrod says
not until after the recent events.
Elrod says her fiance has now lost his job as a result of the shooting death and worries that Bryan may end up in jail along with the two accused murderers. Bryan is part of the GBI's investigation.
Okay, he lost his job. Ooh wee. I don't know if he should have lost his job or not, but then again, though, this is a serious matter that you was involved with. So I guess if anybody was involved with something like this, yeah, they would probably lay you out and say, hold up, bro. We gotta let you go, man, because you recorded some shit like that, man. We don't want all that energy, that shit over here, man. You fucked up. So I probably would have laid him off, say, man, look, I'm gonna lay you off till all this shit get clear. If you innocent, I might let you back. So that's why I rewinded, because I try to see who lost their job, you know, because I kind of felt bad on that part at first, but given them their task in hand, a lot of jobs probably would have did that. You involved with something like this, yeah, you may get laid off or you may get fired. Okay, now he says that the wife said he said, I go for a drink. You crazy, Gary. She said she afraid he may go to jail with the accusers. Well, I can understand, I guess, her being a wife, she don't want to lose her husband. But man, you got to think about this though. Like a lot of people paying attention to it, you know. Your husband acting scared, he's stumbling across his word, which is making him look guilty. Not necessarily say he's going to be found guilty, but it's making him look guilty. And plus, we heard when he was in the car, you heard a gun cocked and a gun loaded. So Roddie was looking for something, you know. He ain't being 100% truthful to me. He's not being 100% truthful about this whole situation. Now, I heard a couple people say that they heard a conversation between Roddie and both of them, that this all was planned. I don't know. It could be a possibility that something like that is out there. But I'm pretty much sure if it was out there, that shit been blowed up by now. But anybody got something that's with them talking and trying to plan this shit, please send it to me. All right? All right. So what y'all think about this? What y'all think about this? You know, he getting death threats. He getting death threats. Now I saw somebody say he deserved it. What can I say about that? Let me say this. I can understand the death threats, but I don't think nobody deserves to get threatened, though, to be honest. And I'm gonna go so far as say this. I don't think they say they gotta live out the car. I don't believe that. I'm sorry, I just don't believe that. You know, you mean to tell me you stay in a town like that, you ain't got no family members down there, or anybody who can house you until this shit get clear? I don't believe they were staying out their car. I believe that's a crock of shit when they say that. But then again, that's just me on the outside looking in. But I just don't believe it. I don't believe it. How about y'all? I don't believe it. So I don't believe they were sleeping in their car. But I'm on the outside looking in, so hey, I can't say. I can't say. All right, guys. So I have video of whoa, should I tell you something? I'm looking for that article that said he passed the video around and another friend snitched. Oh, okay. Now, if you find it, please DM it to me on Instagram. All right, guys. Next video I'm about to bring up. Hey, Ebony, what's going on? Been a while. How you been, boo? Been a minute. I'm gonna put up a video, and you haven't hit that thumbs up. Y'all getting them thumbs up? Oh shit, we almost at 30. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. All right, guys. I'm gonna play y'all a couple of videos, which shows allegedly this supposed to be him. We finna show one where he was actually in the constructed house, or however you want to call it. And I'm going to show another one where they're showing him walking in the house. Now, I don't know how much of a part this plays, or does this change anything. But if we want to be fair about it, I want to show everything. So let's get right into it. I don't know if anybody's talking on this one or not, but we'll see. So this is supposed to be him going in their house. And what it says right here, the GBI is reviewing this video in the investigation of the death of Ahmaud Arbery. The video appears to track a 911 caller statement that a man had entered a construction site on Satilla Drive in the minutes before the fatal shooting. The video appears to show a man believed to be Arbery walk in and around the home under construction just minutes before he was shot and killed. The time step appears to be an hour off. So I guess that's him right there. That's him coming out. He goes around to the back, what it looks like. Somebody right here come out, and it says an unidentified figure enters the upper left frame. It's unclear what he's doing, but police reports say a neighbor called 911 about this time to report someone had entered the house under construction. Nothing, it was open. Figure emerges from the construction home. In the upper left frame, two unidentified figures appear to move near a parked white truck in the vicinity of Troy McMichael's address, and the truck then drives down Satilla Drive. So they go to the truck right there. There's somebody going down here. Who is that? I don't know who that is. There goes somebody running in the house. This shit kind of scary. Damn. Whoa, who's deleting Stephanie? She's good. Gary said, how often do I have a show? Gary, stop blocking Steph. She's good. She's good. She's saying nothing wrong. Stop blocking Steph. Unless there's a mistake. Stop blocking her. She's good. She's good. Gary, I come at random now. You know, I don't have no set time. I just come at random. You know, because I get a lot of people to send me a lot of stuff. Plus, I was dealing with this COVID situation or whatnot, so I don't come on as like I usually do or whatnot. So it could be at any time. But I said I'm gonna try to set some days where I do come live so everybody can expect it, because it's kind of hard for everybody to keep up with everybody when you come up random like that. Unless you're just a big YouTuber, it'd be easy for you to come on and have anybody come in. But me just coming in at random, it's kind of hard for people to keep up. So I just pop up at any time. I just pop anytime. Anthony said he wants to call in. All right, I'll let you call in a minute, man. What's up, Savannah? I see you in a bit. What's going on, dear? What is spooky music at? Okay, there goes somebody running to the car. Somebody just ran and did something right there. Okay, another police races down Satilla Drive. Okay, so there was police that I saw. Okay. All right, so guys, we just seen, I guess, what is the full video surveillance of what was going on with Mr. Arbery. Here's the thing, you know, a lot of people, I saw a lot of people say he stole something out the house, and this, that, and the third, he ain't no business being up on there, and all this, that, and the third. And I guess if you want to look at the trespassing law, I get what you're saying. If you're looking at the trespassing law, did he steal anything? I don't know, but I've been looking for this video where the person supposed to be the owner of the house talk to this lady, and the lady comes up, which I'm finna try to find it now. The lady comes out and say, the man said there wasn't nothing stolen. There was nothing in there to steal, you know? So I say this right here. Yeah, maybe he was trespassing, but here's the question. You know, was he in the market for a house? That's $1 million question right there. Was he in market to get out of his mama's house to get his own shit? Because I know I probably do this sometimes. You know, if I see a house that's vacant, well, I told y'all what I do. I'll go in there and look around too. You know, and that's why they got surveillance up there for. Because you got some houses that is people putting them on the market to rent or sell. You know, I mean, they got surveillance around to watch you as you, what I'm trying to say, scoping the house out. I'll say like this, scoping the house out. Scoping the house out. You know, so if to say that that's what he did anything wrong, well, like again, if you heavy on trespassing, then yeah, I see you on that. But you know, I mean, you just don't know what this man was doing. You just don't know, you know, and wow. 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 And then and here's another thing too. Here's another thing too. Like I asked y'all a question last time I did a stream on this. Does Arbery usually take that route when he jogs? I think that's $1 million question too. Does he usually take that route when he jogs? And if he doesn't, what made him take that route on that day? What made him take that route that day? Jen said that the site have a no trespassing sign posted. I don't know. I don't know, but then I had to ask you this though. Does it necessarily have to have a sign to say no trespassing? You're talking, can you fill me in? Savannah, oh, Jesus Christ. We've been in the show for quite a while, dear. I don't know if you can rewind it or not. You probably can rewind it. If you're on the phone, you know, if you see a little red dot when you tap your screen, just move the screen back. Just move the red dot back some, and you will see it. If not, you got to wait to it give you the option to watch the replay. And you just have to watch the replay of everything. And so she said it was new construction there. Were no walls in the spots. Okay. Wait a minute. So nobody. So wait a minute. Are y'all saying y'all can't see the people in the surveillance, or you don't see nothing at all? Y'all can't see my screen right there where I just showed the surveillance cameras? Y'all didn't see that? Or y'all saying y'all didn't see what was going on in surveillance? Because I'm looking at my screen, I see it good as day. I mean, but y'all might not see everything because, you know, of course, the figures are small. So you won't see everything. Jen said if it doesn't have a sign posted, that might make a difference in even being able to claim he was trespassing. Okay. Okay. I don't know what. I don't know, Jim, because let's just say, for instance, if I'm walking in your yard and you tell me not to walk in your yard, or I'm standing in your yard, you tell me to get out your yard, and I don't budge, I don't move out your yard, then what do you consider that as? Okay, y'all can't see what happened. It's gonna be kind of hard. It's gonna be kind of hard to see. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Let me see if I can work my magic for you and try to play it again. As a matter of fact, yeah, let me try to play it again for y'all. And while I work on something else. Shit, I don't know if this is gonna work either. Hold on. Wait a minute. Hold up. Wait a minute. Let me do something. Let me see if I can help y'all. Hold on. All right, I mean, regardless of what, y'all may have to put y'all phone on full screen and put on your goggles, put on your glasses, and pretty much, if y'all can see my cursor, look at the top right here, because that's where all the action gonna be at right there. Kind of focus on the top right here. Focus all the way on the top right there. All right, y'all ready? All right, here we go. And when it flips, my man Justin in the building. What's up, brother? What's going on, man? All right, y'all see him right there. Now, look at the top. Keep looking at the top. Look closely. You got glasses. Put your glasses on. If you ain't got on no glasses, put your face all the way up to the phone, okay? Look at the top. Look at the top. All up here. That's where you see all the action at right there. It's probably still gonna be hard to see it now. All right. Keep your eyes at the top. Focus on the tops in the corner. Keep your focus on the top. Y'all pay attention to the top. Put your screen in full. Put your screen in full or put your face all the way up to the phone. It's gonna be hard to see it now. Oh, what the hell? All right. These nuts in the building. So, y'all saw it? Rio. Hey, Rio. Y'all seen it? I told you you gotta. The reason I can see it so well because I got the screen, I got a monitor right here, and I got it blowed up. So I can see it good. Plus I got my eyes on, so I can see it. So again, if you're watching on a laptop, which it should be easier, you should have put your laptop in full vision mode. Or you got a phone, flip this some bitch to the side, and you probably got to put your eyes way up to it because regardless of what, if it's large or not, it's kind of hard to see the figures of the people who they pointing out. It's kind of hard to see it. So that's why I told all of y'all, focus at the top. Because that's where you'll see all the action at right there. Amen? That's where y'all going to see all the action at. All right. D-Lip saw everything. Shout out to everybody in the chat room, man. Y'all showing love tonight, man. You know, appreciate it. I've been gone for a few days, man. Y'all still in this chat room like I ain't even went nowhere, man. I love y'all for that, man. Y'all got me at 35 likes. We need 5 more for 40. And keep them rolling after we get that 40. So now we got 2 people who wants to call in. So let me take a small break. Let me take a small break and I'm gonna set up this StreamYard. So y'all come in on the StreamYard. All right. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Welcome back. We ain't like y'all ain't went nowhere because I see y'all chatting in the chat room. You know, that's why we need to do more stories like these. Even though they fucked up, when I step away for a minute, I see y'all still communicating like, hey, y'all sharing y'all thoughts, which I think might have happened, and this, that, and the third. And this is what the Chris Storm Show should be about. Y'all don't really need me to do all the talking. Sometimes I get quiet, just look at y'all talking and let y'all do the commentary. Chris, this is what I think what happened. Jen, I agree with you. Or Rio, I agree with you. Or everybody, I agree with what you're saying. You know, I think this happened too. Or somebody got a different opinion. No, I don't think this happened. I think this happened. Sometimes I get quiet just to sit back, look at y'all and watch y'all talk. You know, because again, maybe there's some things I missed. And by me reading what y'all saying, if I can catch all y'all comments, I can feed off of y'all. I could be like, how many times y'all heard me like, damn, for real? Send me that. And a lot of you send me stuff. All right? Okay? And that's what I love about it. Jen sends me a lot of stuff. Rio sends me stuff here and there. Mahogany sometimes send me stuff. I think Auntie Nisa sent me a couple of things before. And I'm pretty much sure it's a lot of y'all that get stuff. Now, Steph, she apologized because she made a mistake and deleted your comments earlier. She apologized for that. Okay. All right. So let me give you my email. I'm put my email up in there. And for those who want to jump on the StreamYard, I will let you in and say what you want to say. So roll them out, and whoever want to jump on the StreamYard, you know, email me and I will send you the link. And hey, talk to me. Tell me what y'all really think about all this. Talk to me now. So Chris, did you see the guy standing by the tree? What guy standing by the tree? What guy standing by the tree? Well, you know what? You know, you ain't got to email me. I guess I could put the link right up in there. I could put the link in the chat room. You don't need to email me. Wait a minute. Hold up. Yeah, dear. I kept saying stop blocking her because she ain't got nothing to do with it. I mean, not nothing to do with it, but she good. She good. See, just like that, somebody said somebody standing by the tree. I didn't know shit about nobody standing in the damn tree. Standing by a tree, I ain't know nothing about that. Well, let me go over here. Chill. I'm gonna grab this link for y'all. Copy link address. And all right, there you go right there. You know, so somebody say they wanna say something, I see you in I see you in the back. I'll bring you on up. So it's in the chat room now. All right. But until then, let's get on with some more of this story. How many of y'all enjoying yourself tonight? Even though it's a sad story, how many of y'all enjoying yourself tonight? This is dope. And if y'all haven't seen it, please go back and check out my interview that I put up on my channel with Milwaukee's Malcolm X, Von L. Mays. He's an activist in Milwaukee, well respected. And check out my interview that I did with Black Panther member Mike Payne. That was an awesome ass interview. And I hope I get a chance to talk to that brother again, because that was a damn good interview. Like I told him, I'm sitting behind a computer doing this shit. He's actually out there doing stuff. You know, I can't do nothing but respect that. Amen. I can't do nothing but respect that. He's actually out there doing stuff. I'm just behind this thing babbling at the mouth. So I can't do nothing but respect them for that. All right? All right, guys. I did find an article where the owner is denouncing this thing about him being in the house. He said
Casper's Memorial Day sale is here.
So of course he ain't say that, but you know, I'ma say it for him. He said ain't shit been taken. So motherfuckers who trying to put that shit on him, shut the fuck up, because there was nothing in there for him to take. All right? You know, it was nothing for him to take.
An exclusive interview is Elizabeth Grady, the attorney for Larry English, who owns the home construction site where the video was filmed. Take a look. This is believed to be Ahmaud just moments before he was fatally shot, allegedly by the McMichaels. Now, bring in that you wrote that the homeowners, the English family, were, quote, not part of what the McMichaels did. Can you elaborate on that for us?
Well, the English's family's concern is that this video is somehow going to be used in some sort of false narrative in a way that would perhaps set up a justification for what the McMichaels did, which is something that the McMichaels took it upon themselves to do. My clients did not know the McMichaels. This video could not have been the justification for anything that the McMichaels did, because no one even saw this video until after Mr. Arbery was dead, until after he had been killed by the McMichaels. That's when my client first saw the video, and shortly thereafter found out Mr. Arbery had been killed. And he did not recognize the photos he saw of Mr. Arbery subsequent to the death as being the same person. He did not even know
these
the same person until the Arbery's said that.
I was saying the same thing. What you mean allegedly? I was saying the same thing, bro. I'm glad I wasn't the only one thinking like that. That's why I looked out like, allegedly. Okay.
They believed it was their son in the house that day, based on the video.
And how did Larry English find out about this video and that the shooting that happened moments later? What was his reaction?
He found out about the video because he had a camera set up in there. It was a
I see you roll them out. You in the back. Let me play this first and I'll bring you in, sweetie.
There had been
anybody else? Anthony, you say you want to talk. They go to link in the chat. So you got something you want to say, you better click that link while I got it up now.
Come into the house, and we don't know who that was. It's not clear from the videos who that was. It does not appear to me to have been Mr. Arbery, but I don't know. This is not very clear. It was all at night. And as a result, he had this camera there, and anytime the camera operated, it was motion activated. So it would operate, and he would get a little alert on his phone. And Mr. English was 90 miles away at where he currently lives. He was outside. He was working with bees. He handles bees and honey, and he had honey on his hands, and he got the alert, so he didn't even look at it right away. And when he gets
my
the
voice
alert,
turned to the camera, and I said nigga when I heard that.
The footage, and so it was in his phone, and it was probably
I could hear
20 minutes
Spencer
before he
saying
needed
that.
to stop and wash his hands and clean up. At that point, he looked at the video and saw that it appeared to be someone was in the house that's under construction, and he telephoned the neighbor who's a couple of streets down, who is not the neighbor whose video has been out showing from across the street, not that neighbor, and also was not the McMichaels, because he had not spoken with the McMichaels and did not know them at that point. But he called the neighbor down the street and said, hey, I got a video alert that somebody's in my house. Do I need to call the police? And the neighbor told him, he said, well, he's dead. He's been killed. And that's the first he heard of Mr. Arbery.
That's what happened.
Didn't know who the person was. And at that point did not know if the person in the video was the person who had been killed.
Do y'all hear how fucked up that sound? He got an alert. His camera went off. Hey, do I need to call police? What's going on down there? He's dead. Ooh, man, that's a fucked up message. Hey, Justin. Hey, hit that link, bro, because I ain't talked to you in a while, man. Come on, hit that link for your boy. Me and you need to talk. You know, me and you and other people used to have a good conversation on Hangouts, bro. So I like what you said right there. So you want to jump on that link that I put up in there? Come on in, bro, because me and you ain't talked in a minute, bro. We ain't talked in a minute. So come on in here. But damn, that will fuck me up, man. You know, I said shit. Somebody in my unconstructed house, and that's the next thing you tell me, he's dead. What did he do? Damn. Ooh.
Because they looked somewhat different, and when he first saw photos afterwards, he said, I don't think that's the man on the video, but he was told that it was. So.
And from this video, the construction site looks rather bare. Has Mr. English said if anything was taken?
Now see, I thought that too. When I first saw the video and saw that person, I said the same thing too. Is that Arbery? Because according to the pictures that we saw, that didn't look like him. But apparently it was, because he's dead now. But that didn't look like him though. Not to me it didn't, but you know.
Taken from the property?
He said absolutely nothing has ever been taken from the property.
Nothing has ever been taken from the property. I've seen people talking about they saw stuff falling on the road. He stole a hammer. He stole this. He stole that, and shit was dropping out as he was running. I heard a lot of people saying that, but y'all just heard this woman say herself. The man who's the owner of that says nothing was not taken out that house. So can we please take that narrative out of it and say he stole something? Because we're hearing it right now. He didn't steal shit.
When he initially did months ago, back in October, first contact local law
you cool, Justin?
Shit,
I'll probably be here for a minute, so
been coming
take your time,
my property. And like I said, we don't know who that was. He did not characterize it as a burglary or a robbery or in any way, shape, or form as any kind of crime actually having taken place. Certainly not a felony, because nothing ever was taken. And even if something had been, though, I will say Mr. English has been very clear that he would never have wanted anything like this to happen, that even if some property was damaged or taken or stolen, all he would want is for the police to be called and for the police to deal with it. He would never want deadly force used to protect property. He's been very clear about that. He's been very distressed at what happened, and that somehow he and his family are being pulled into it by people suggesting that it was a result of this video or some other video from his home or anything that ever happened at his home.
I say the same thing, Deez. I say the same thing. What was he going to steal?
The instigating factor.
What was he going to steal?
Happened.
And you just briefly touched on it, but what has
y'all got me 38 lights. Give me two more. Hit that 40. All right.
It has been really, really hard. First of all, Mr. English, he's suffering from some pretty severe health problems, and the reason that they purchased this home was to renovate it and move in. It was a bucket list type thing for him, and he had hoped to go and be
Cindy,
there
I
and
think I got that video. But if you got a better one, dear, email me.
Fishing and doing that kind of thing, and he's never even moved in, and they may not move into the house at this point because they've encountered a lot.
If you got one, email me right there.
Understandably, the victim here is Mr. Arbery, and Mr. English will be the first to tell you that. And but still, as a result of what the McMichaels did, and as a result of them not being arrested for more than 2 months, there's a lot of anger, and that anger is being directed not only at the McMichaels, who are the instigators of this, and also at whoever took that other video during.
Y'all remember when I did that conference, they talked about that. And one of the questions that was asked was to the GBI, are y'all only here because the video got out? Because pretty much something just fishy. It took y'all 2 months to make something happen. When the video wasn't out, nothing happened. But when the video got out, now the GBI is involved. And they asked him that. He answered it, but you can almost kind of tell there's some stuff he was being careful not to say. Amen. For those of you For those of you who Cigar, I ain't seen you in a minute. Where you been, man? I ain't seen you in a minute. Where you been, man? But anyway, they asked, and it's like he was being careful with what he was saying. And y'all remember, they asked the man, do he think the DA should be fired? Y'all remember he shut that question down quick. I'm not gonna say nothing about that. I'm not gonna say nothing about that. Y'all remember that, right?
During the actual shooting, but people are starting to turn that anger on the English family because it appears to, from what the McMichaels said, that they were somehow involved, but they were not. They didn't ask for the McMichaels to do this. They didn't know the McMichaels. They never would have asked for any of this to happen, and they are deeply sorry for the pain that the Arbery'S are suffering as a result.
I just appreciate you coming back, bro.
I'm sorry, the McMichaels did.
And just want to underscore 2 points that you made, just to confirm. Nothing was taken from the property, and also the McMichaels had no idea of this video, that it even existed prior to the shooting.
Nothing was ever taken from the property, and as far as we know, the McMichaels could not have known about the video because my client did not even see the video until after Mr. Arbery had been killed. So for the McMichaels to have known about this video, they would have had to have had a direct link from the security company and intercepted it before my client even saw it.
All right, Elizabeth Grady, thank you so much for your time. We appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
All right. So we heard what they said,
New developments in the case of the unarmed African-American jogger.
There was nothing taken at the house. Now, Cigar said he or she believed, I remember, I ain't seen you in a minute. He said he believes it was a self-defense. And he explained why he feel like it was self-defense because Arbery ran in him and he had a shotgun in his hand. Now, y'all heard me say this time and time again. I would never understand why he ran towards that man with that shotgun. So every time I see that video of him running, I would never get there. Why did you run towards the man? He had a shotgun. Now, everybody had their answers. Hey, they felt like they was going to shoot him anyway. Maybe a good point. And maybe they was. And some people say, hey, he probably got scared for his life. So, hey, he tried to fight, to get himself out that situation. I can understand that as well. But still, though, you got nothing and they got bullets. That's almost like one of them situations that they say, what they used to say, you brought a stick to a gunfight. But he didn't have a stick either, though. So I just don't want to, that's the one part I would never get. Why he would run at that person and had a shotgun. That I would never understand. Nope, no burglars was committed. New Rolay, no burglars was committed. Cigar said too many people bagging this guy just because he shares the same color of skin. And you know what? I can't argue with you. I can't argue with you on that either. A lot of people are bagging him up because of the color of the skin. You're right. I did a lot of stories like that. So I can't argue with you on that one. But on this one right here, you got pros and cons. If you ask me, you got pros and cons to it. But that's the one part that I do not understand. Why did he run at that man and knowing he had a shotgun in his hand? If they were going to shoot him, they would have done it before he had a chance to take the gun. I'm on the fence with that one. We don't know what was going to happen. You just don't know people's mental state. You don't know people's mental state, so I'm on the fence with that one. My man, Truth Out Loud, what's going on, brother? Truth Out Loud said, if they were there to shoot him, they would have shot him before he got to the truck. They had plenty of time, and the father wouldn't have been on the phone when it kicked off. All right. Cindy says, sorry, big guy in white. Aisha said he ran toward him because he couldn't run away. He tried to avoid them. They blocked him off with their truck. The vehicle was a weapon. His only choice was to die, fighting or just die. Okay. What's good, Truth That Loud? What's good with you, bro? All right, I'm gonna bring Roll the Mile. Said she want to come in and say something. What's going on, lady? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Can you hear me?
All right. I can hear you. Good evening. How you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you doing?
Everything is everything, dear. Talk to me now. What you think about this new stuff that's going on? Well, it ain't really new, I'm just late getting to it, but tell me what you think about this.
Well, first off, I want to say thank you for doing this story, and I like your unique approach of looking at it and reporting it because you have a way to mix comedy in with story to make it a little lighter, because I know.
Yeah, that's what I try to do. I don't want everybody just coming in, with a heavy heart, but it all depends on how your heart is, So a lot of people gonna have a heavy heart when it comes to something like this because it's just tragic, But again, me, everybody know me. I try to be fair, look at all angles. And my only thing with this, and that's why I'm not mad at Cigar what he's saying, he or she. That's a good point. And I told y'all when I first did this story, why did you run towards that man? He got a big ass shotgun.
That's true.
Why did you do that? But but also if you saw me when I did the show about the GBI. The GBI said there's no hate crime down there in Georgia. I ain't never heard that before, unless they saying it's no such law.
I never heard it either, and I live in Georgia, so I thought we had hate crime laws here, but that's a new one on me. I have to go look it up, but it might just be in Brunswick and not in my city, so I have to look it up.
I'm gonna look that. Yeah, I'm gonna look that up too. I'm gonna look that up too. The hate crimes, Yeah, because I don't know if he was saying it because Georgia really don't have hate crimes, or is he trying to say it to the fact that there's no such thing as hate crime in Georgia? So I don't know, but go ahead, dear. Talk to me.
Okay, but I hope that everybody in the chat don't crucify me for saying this, but just hear me out, guys, because I know some people are
because you got a couple people disagreeing with what Cigar's saying, so, and they doing it respectfully.
Well, this is my thing. Okay, and maybe you can go back and look. I don't know if you had a chance to look at the part of the video that you showed before that I DM'd you about. Did you have a chance to go back and listen to it?
The one that you sent me on Instagram?
Yeah, when I said you can hear.
I didn't hear that one exactly, but I think you was in the stream when somebody did send me something. And I did hear the gun cock. I did.
Okay, so you did. Okay.
I did hear it. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
But if you look at now, and this is probably gonna confuse a lot of people, and that's why I'm saying just listen to me before you crucify me, because I know somebody's
I'm not gonna crucify you. You want to talk? I'm gonna let you talk. Go ahead, because like I said, we all not gonna be on the same page about this. Just like I'm looking at that Cigar, he ain't on the same page. And again, he or she, wherever he is, he actually makes some good points in my opinion, because and then another reason I'm not mad at, because he never said the man deserved to die. All he's saying is, in his opinion, or it's her opinion, that it's self-defense. And he's not the only one that think like that. You got a lot of people saying that they think like that. Hell, there's a group on Facebook saying free the McMichaels. So you got a lot of people feel like that it is self-defense. So I can't get mad at him.
Okay,
he's saying what he feel. But go ahead.
My thing about the whole situation is, if you look at the video of Ahmaud running down the road trying to get away from the truck, pay very close attention to this. Pay close attention to his shoes. Pay close attention to his shorts, and pay close attention to his head. And then when you go to the video of him supposedly walking into that house, pay close attention to the same three things that I just mentioned. And the reason why I said pay close attention to those three things is because I don't think that the person who was on the tape in the house is Ahmad. I think that's another guy, because if you can tell, Ahmad was like, football build, and the guy who was in the house is a basketball build. And I know probably some people are going to understand and some people aren't what I mean by that. And if you look at Ahmad when he was running down the road, he either had a low haircut or no hair at all. This guy who stepped into the house, he had hair. You could see it. It was a lot, it was a lot compared to what Ahmad had. And then too, if you look at shoes, those are not the same shoes, and those are not the same shorts. That's why I said pay close attention to the shoes, the shorts, and the top of his head.
So you saying you don't think that was him that was in the house?
No, I don't. I think that was somebody else, and I think that they he was just jogging by, and they just happened to confuse him with the person who was in the house, because some people say that we all look alike, which is BS to me. And some people say that Caucasian people all look alike, which is BS to me. But if you pay close attention to the top of his head, well, both of their heads and their shorts and their shoes. Okay, the guy who was in the house, he had on gray shorts. Ahmad, if I'm not mistaken, had on black shorts when he was running down the road.
Well, here's the thing with that, it all depends on the lighting of the camera. You see, you had a camera in the house that was like dead on him, but we got the guy that was in the car, didn't really just have a straight focus, especially when he turned to the side. When he pulled over to the side, the camera turned off of him a little bit. So I still say right there, when he turned out to the side, that was a critical piece that we missing. What happened right there? I believe if we would have caught when he pulled out to the side, that would have told us the tell. Now my man Truth Out Loud said, how was he cocking a gun and holding the phone? I don't know about you, bro, but when I put these headphones on, it sounded like I heard a gun. It sounded like I heard him loading the gun and cocking it. That's what I heard. That's what I thought I heard. Yeah.
And I'm gonna tell you something about that too, because me and my brother, I don't know if it was my brother or somebody, but I was having a discussion about this very thing this morning. Say for instance, if it was like two people in the truck, okay, one of them could have been the one who was driving and recording, or one could have been driving while the other one was recording, and he probably had the phone set up some kind of way, because you can hold the phone any kind of way. Folks are very inventive when it comes to these things, and he probably did cock his gun, or either the one who was driving probably was the one cocking the gun. We'll never know, but I know I did hear it happen, so I'm not sure.
My man Truth Out Loud in bed, he said in the house he didn't have on gray shorts. He had on tan shorts.
So he understands what I mean.
Yeah, he understands where you come from. Yeah, he understands where you come from. And then he come back and said, loading the cock of the gun with one hand. Shit, if you trained to do that shit, yeah, you can do it.
Hey, I've seen people do some
I've seen him do some shit too, yeah.
So it's possible.
Yeah, I think it's real possible, especially if he's, like I said, in my opinion now, I ain't dealt with no gun. Well, in my opinion, if you trained yourself to doing that,
you can do it.
You can do it. Yeah, you can do it. But go ahead.
But that's what I think. I think that that's not the same person. I think the person who was in the house is not, was not Ahmad, and they got him confused. And so I think that's what happened. And they probably seen him jogging by and just assumed that he was the one. Because you gotta think, they chased Ahmad for who knows how long before that camera came on. So, I mean, and then the boy, he came out of the house and went whichever way he went. And you know how they always have this thing about we all look alike. So they probably just seen a man jogging down the road, and depending on if that's his normal route that he takes or not, they could have said, well, there he go right there, da 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 da, and that could have been the end of that. But if you look at the top of Ahmad's head when he's in the video running, you can clearly see that he had either a very, very low haircut or no hair at all compared to the guy who was in the house. And I seriously do not think that that is the same person. I just don't. I think that they shot Ahmad by mistake. Not saying that he deserves to die or anybody else, but I'm just saying I think they shot the wrong person. Even though them shooting anybody is wrong because you're not supposed to do that because that's murder and you shouldn't do it. But I think they had the wrong person. I do not think that that was Ahmad on that tape.
Well, first of all, let me shout out to my man Carlos Kane in the building. What's up, brother? I see you, man. Another Memphian in the building. What's up, brother? Well, here's the thing about that, dear. Just like somebody said in the chat room, they say his own mama said that was him.
I heard she said she, wasn't sure.
No, they said his mama said that was him, and I think I heard her say that too. That was him. And Cigar, if I'm not mistaken, I think the guy said wasn't nothing there for him to steal.
It couldn't have been the only thing that he could have stolen, and like somebody made a point of, if he was gonna steal what I'm about to say he could have stolen, he would have needed a bucket, a cart, like a shopping cart or something.
And if he was stealing copper, if he trying to steal copper, then
that's what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
And so but there were no light fixtures, it was no furniture, it was nothing really in there for him to steal unless he was gonna steal some copper. And I doubt it, but somebody did bring to my attention that he could have stole that wood that was laying on the floor. But how was he gonna get it out of there in the middle of broad day?
You know what? They gets me out there all the time, and just like Cigar just said, that's something I've been saying. He said he was still trespassing. That's the only thing I can see that he was doing wrong is trespassing. And then somebody say, hey, it's the difference between him the trespassing sign there and not having one. I think Jen said that. But here's my thing, though. Here's my thing. I don't think we need a no trespass sign because, like I told Jen, if I'm in your yard, right? And you tell me to get off your yard, and I do not move, and you told me to get out of your yard, that's trespassing. So do you really need a sign to say that I'm trespassing? If you told me to move, and I don't move, she can come out and say, you got 30 seconds to get your motherfucking ass on my property. And that's when anybody, white or black. If I'm standing, even this, how about this? Because people got this bad when you stand in an apartment, they like to lean on your car, sit on your car and shit, and I hate this shit. Mm-hmm. They don't pay none in cars out there, but they sit there, lean on your car and sit on your damn car. And you got to come out there and tell them, man, get out my damn car. And you got someone pop out the mouth try to talk shit to you. Then you got to get on. Okay, motherfucker, you got 30 seconds to get out of my car or it ain't going to end pretty. Okay? So you violating me, and I guess that's a form of trespassing too. So do I necessarily need a sign saying no trespassing? Even if I got a dog and somebody jump my fence, my dog bite the shit out of you, what the fuck you doing jumping on my fence?
Exactly. Because that's trespassing.
That's trespassing. So, no, that's what I'm saying, Jen. Yeah, until you tell me to leave, then yeah. I'm not trespassing if you don't say anything, but I'm just saying, though, you saw me in your yard, and you came out and told me, Chris, get out of my yard, and I don't budge, then you got the right to say trespass, because I mean your shit. I'm on your property, and I'm not supposed to be there. And plus, you don't know who the fuck I am. So... it's a whole crazy situation, man. But at the end of the day, we're just gonna have to wait till the trial come out and see what evidence they come up with. Because what if it's a possibility we all wrong? What if it is? You just gotta look at that. What if it's a possibility that we saying that we think they did wrong and this, that, and the third, but they pull out some more shit, be like, nah, this what this man did, and some more. So,
but did you hear about the situation and dug up on the cop that he was not fit to be a cop?
I will send some articles about that. Him and Arbery actually had some run-ins back in his college or school days or something. They actually had some run-ins. You know anything about that?
Oh, so I believe now that you said that. No, now that you said that, that gives me a new reason to believe that this was targeted.
Yeah, they said back, if I'm not mistaken, Truth Out Loud and Ben, because I think he covered this too. They said he had a run-in with him in high school, and he arrested him or he did something. You know, don't quote me on them facts, but they had a run-in back when he was in high school or something like that.
But if that's the case, I think if that's the case and that's what happened, I think he was targeted.
Okay.
I mean, that's just me, thinking that because, like if you have arrested this person before, you probably gonna be like, hey, you trespass and get out this person's yard, XYZ. You know what I'm saying? I mean, yeah, you can probably, probably threaten and then my thing is they could have even got a taser and just tased them and held them till the police got there if they thought it was a big deal. They didn't have to do what they did. But like I said, I believe that this was targeted, for some reason, whatever reason back in the day. But the article that I saw, it said that he was not fit to be a cop. I guess he, didn't take some of the tests or whatever, didn't pass them. And, the DA down there, or not the DA, but the district, the DA, she knew about it and she told one of the persons who found it, she said, we gotta, basically cover this up because if it gets out, it'll look irresponsible on our behalf, because we knew he wasn't fit to be a cop and he became a cop anyway.
Okay. Well, like I said, I don't have the full facts. Truth Out Loud said they haven't confirmed any run-ins with him. I thought somebody did say that when he was in high school, so they did have a run-in. But like that's why I told you, don't quote me on that. I thought I heard, but you know what I'm saying? I do my research and I find out for myself, did they have any past run-ins or whatnot. But in that deal, I'll give you the last word. If you got anything else to say? If not, I go on with the show.
I just want to say to you, thank you for supporting me in my live earlier, and it was very nice to have you in there. And I know probably after that you probably thought I was a little cuckoo, but we were just having fun tonight, and I appreciate it once again. And if you have some time, probably this weekend or sometime next week. If you still have my number, your email from when I called in the last time, if you could give me a call, I would really appreciate it because I need you to, if you can, kind of like help me with stuff with graphics and things of that nature. Like
no doubt.
Probably kind of teach me a little bit of what you know, just to help me out.
I got you.
All right, thank you very much.
All right, you're welcome.
Good night.
All right. All right, let me address the chat real quick. I saw my girl Mahogany said somebody need to check cigar before she pop off. Well, here's the thing, dear. I understand your frustration what he's saying. But at the same time, though, like I said earlier, he's saying what he believes. I can't get mad at that man for saying what he believes. Hell, Truth Out Loud done disagree with me a couple of times, as far as I saw. I can't get mad at that man for disagreeing with me. That's what we're here for. Agree to disagree. All right? Now, where it's come problematic is if I catch him saying some stupid shit to you, like call you out your name and stuff, then we got a problem. But I haven't seen nobody in there saying that he being disrespectful to anybody. I'm just seeing a lot of people debunking his points. And for what it seemed like, he coming back trying to debunk their points. And just like Aisha told him, you ain't got to leave, But now, here's what you do to solve that resolution. And I tell this to anybody. You always have the option to block. When you block them, you can't see nothing else what they saying. All right? So keep that in mind. You don't like what other people saying, you always got the option to block them. All right? Because again, like I said, Cole Passer, what was your question? You said something about who's showing who. What are you talking about, dear? I did see your question earlier, but I was still talking to roll them out. You said something about why, who's showing who, who's showing what. And like I said, Mahogany, there's actually a Facebook group saying justice for them guys. Truth that last said, he's like, I had to go cop my gun. See, this sound like one. I feel you, True. Come on this panel, True. Talk to your boy. My man. But no, seriously, y'all guys, man, y'all gotta stop getting mad, man, because we don't agree with everything that's going on, man. Hell, you got a lot of people that don't agree with me when I say certain shit. I mean, especially in my comment section. When these videos upload, man, there's some of them funk ass comments I get, man, I gotta take this shit. So, and I can choose to sit there and argue with them, or I could choose to block them. But we cannot get upset if people believe that the Michaels are innocent. Oh, Cole Pest, that's what you was asking. That's a good question. But they say the mom even confirmed that was him. So, you know, you got a lot of people that believe in conspiracy theory. So, you know, even I say, you know, it look kind of different in the camera. But you got to understand this. The quality of the camera, does it give good coloring? And some camera systems don't have good night vision. You know, like the cameras I got around my house. They got good day vision and they got good night vision. You know, so I don't know what kind of camera they was using. But the quality might not just be that good to where Roller Mouse say, you know, they just don't look like they do to me. You know, so if she feel like that and she still don't think it's him, you know, you know, it is what it is. You working Cold Pips. You know I fuck with you, baby. You know I fuck with you. I fuck with all of y'all. My man Truth Out Loud on here, y'all. See, let me talk to my mans on here. What it do, bro?
What's up, cuz?
Man, you got it. You got it, my brother. You got it, man. I know you covered this too, man, but I ain't get a chance to check out everything you were saying, man. So tell me what you think, man.
Man, well, I think they overcharged these dudes. They won't be able to get a murder conviction.
Oh, okay. Tell me.
Just by looking at what's on the camera, you don't really see the murder. You also and you won't, if you're looking for premeditated murder, you definitely won't see that.
Okay.
My fucking mouse about to die, man. Goddamn these Macs, man. Because like if they was there to shoot him, man, he had they had 50 yards to pick him off.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. He running towards them. He ran around the car. What it looked like to me is it looked like they was trying to stop him, and it looked maybe they tried to stop him before that a couple more times.
Okay.
I'm hearing, I don't know if that's true, but it would look like it to me.
And see, that's what I'm saying, man. I'm pretty much sure you agree with me when I say this too. You know, when it comes to videos like this, we would never catch what happened before everything started. I think this is the closest we're going to get with what I just showed here tonight. That's the closest we're going to get. You know, but as far as what Roddie recorded, you know, he got up close and personal. So we're not going to see exactly what he caught in the beginning. But like I always say, though, when he pulled out to the side of the road, I believe that's a big important key that we missed because he angled the camera off a little bit. How you feel about that?
Well, I mean, that was when he started to run around the car.
Mm-hmm.
And when he came back, he was getting around the car. So I don't think we missed much there. It would have been nice to have all of that.
Right.
Now, where I say you might be a little valid at is that was around the time that y'all heard the gun cock, right?
Yeah, when he was in the car, and I put on my headphones.
When he moved the camera, right?
No, this one he was driving. When he was driving, he didn't pull off at that time. He was driving slowly up behind him, and I swear, you put on his headphones, you can hear some clicks. And
no, I heard it, but I'm saying he moved the camera there.
Did he?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know if I still got that video, but I'll pull it back up though. I'll pull it back up.
I watched it. I heard it. It don't sound like a gun. Like I done cocked a lot of guns, bro.
Okay.
And I ain't talking about like I'm no thug nigga or nothing, but I'm a shooting range nigga.
Right.
Bruh, it don't sound like it to me. I mean, it sounds like you hear some type of metal clank, but it don't sound like somebody cocking a gun, bro.
Well, see, like I said, you probably have a better analyst than me because you actually somebody that deal with guns, you know. But like I said, when I put in the headphone, I thought I heard it click. I was like, oh shit, I hear something, you know. So, but even with that though, does that make him guilty?
Make who?
Roddie.
No, and that's why I say we reaching, and I think we know we don't have much of an argument when we talking about the guy following Mike. The guy filming might be cocking a gun, even though he's not anybody who shot the guy.
Okay.
That's like, man, you reaching now because that shit don't even matter.
So why you think? Why you think they trying to look at him now? Why you think they looking at him now?
The public mad. The public mad. That's all that is. I think that's why they got arrested.
So you think they trying to pacify us because the public mad and say, hey, so you think they pacifying us?
Yeah, man, the public mad. You got black people mad. You got white people mad. If all these people mad, they gonna try to do something about it, and it might just be for show. But then it's like they throwing you off because then they going to overcharge these people. When if you somebody that pay attention to the law in court, then you know on the camera you don't like. I don't see the murder. You get what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying.
If they was there to kill him, the father wouldn't be sitting on the goddamn phone until the first shot. First, they could have shot him while he was running up. Then, as he runs around the truck, the father's still on the phone until he hears his son's gun, shotgun go off. Then he put the phone down. Then he get the fumbling with his gun, so his gun not even ready.
I saw that. I saw that in the video. I did see that.
And then he never even shot off a shot.
I did see that. A lot of people say they heard 3 shots and they thought it was him. It came from him.
Yeah, all 3 came from the dude with the shotgun.
Okay.
And I think he got hit all 3 times.
That's the first time I heard that. And then he got hit all 3 times. Again, man, you know, like I say, everybody got their different opinions about this and whatnot, man. And like I said, when I first did this story and I did that video, my question was, man, why did he run towards that man with the shotgun? Why did he do that? You know,
we don't know that, bro.
Yeah.
Like we can never understand that. Like some of us that used to run from the cops, we don't even understand why he continued to run up to them instead of turning left or right and going through some houses over there or something. You get what I mean?
True. That's true. That's true. But how you feel about this then? A lot of people say they would have shot him regardless. How you feel about that?
Then why did they wait for him to go for the gun then?
Okay, good question. Good question. And they're using the term they hunt him down.
Okay, when you hunt a deer, you don't wait for the deer to come at you.
Damn. Good analogy. Damn. Good analogy. I ain't never been hunting, but that's what I hear. You know, you don't wait for the deer to get up close and personal. You right. You right. Go ahead.
I mean, he right there. He running up to you for like 50 yards. You can pick his ass off, especially if you can shoot, which I'm assuming they can shoot. You know the motherfucker can shoot.
Right. And I'm looking at my man D's Nuts. He's saying that too, man. We don't know why he ran that dude, you know. But even though D's Nuts, he feel that they should be charged, but at least he's saying himself, you know, we don't know why he ran that dude. That's one of my biggest things right there. Why did you do that? Run that dude? You got that big ass shotgun, man. You know, because you didn't steal anything. So, like I said, I don't think we might see wrong that you did. You just trespassing. That's it. So, now that you brought that up, you say he could have ran out to duck into houses or something, by the houses or something. That's a good point too. Why didn't he do that? Why didn't he do that?
Right, because as we watch the video, as soon as we see the truck coming to the frame, right there, I'm wondering, nigga, why you still running towards them? Like, turn left. They can't drive through there.
Right.
So
right.
it's a now look, here's the thing. They should be charged, and I'm gonna tell you where it's gonna hurt them at.
Okay.
On the citizen's arrest, it's gonna hurt them because you can't make a citizen's arrest unless it's a felony.
That what the lawyer said. I played that for him a few nights ago. That he said the same thing. Unless you caught him in the act, you cannot put him under citizen's arrest.
No, you can't. You don't have to catch him in the act. You could also have immediate knowledge, meaning somebody else that saw it could tell you. But trespassing is what it was, and it's not a felony.
Let me ask you a question. My man D's Nuts asked a good question, man. I asked you what you think about this. He said, do you think he may have been verbally provoked? Because you know how some of us is, we let words get to us and we just get like Incredible Hulk. And with some of us, we just look at it like, dude, I fought for words when I was in elementary, high school. I'm a grown-ass man. You think you going to say something to me that's fucked up? You going to have somebody going to say something worse than that. So what I'm going to get all hyped up for? So do you think it was a verbal altercation, he may have been provoked?
It could have been, but you know, I'm with you on that. Like, bro, a motherfucker. Look, once I stopped getting mad at your mama jokes at 16 years old, it wasn't really shit you could tell me.
Exactly.
But I mean, he might be one of those people. It could have been, but I don't know, bro.
They asked some good questions, and that's why I'm glad you came on, man. Because they asked some good questions in the chat room, man. That's why I'm glad you came on, bro.
I just don't know what he was. I really want to know what he was thinking. Like now, you got to look at it. Now, this is what I think happened.
Okay, go ahead.
Because a lot of people say, well, going in the house wasn't wrong and all this shit. Now, if you know the law, then you know, okay, he really ain't doing much wrong. But if you don't know the law well, then you don't know that he's not doing much wrong. So we watch him walk into the screen. He looks around, then he runs into the house. Then the guy across the street comes out of the house and goes stand behind the tree. I think he looked out that window and saw that dude across the street on the phone.
Okay.
And that's why he shot up out of that house like that.
Gotcha.
And him himself not knowing the law, he knew he was doing something wrong. Because, you know, I know I'm doing something. Nick, if it's an abandoned house, I go in there and somebody come up, I'm going to run because I'm automatically like, I know I shouldn't be in this motherfucker.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what I think happened. What I want to know is, how did the McMichaels get wind of what was going on?
Good question. Damn, man, that's a good question too. That's a question that we haven't asked. So I'm just gonna give you my observation of what might have happened. Maybe they was already looking out the window or something, and it just so happening. You know how sometimes, man, you looking at something and something come in your peripheral vision, in your corner of your eye, you be like, what the fuck was that? And when you go look, it's something right there, but sometimes we ignore it. So maybe one of them was already sitting by the window, and Arbery didn't know they were sitting by the window, and they was looking at something, but they saw an object come past their corner eye. They're like, what the fuck going on here?
Did they live next door to that house?
Look like it across the street. No, hold up. No. It had to be next door because they went to the white truck. The white truck was next door. So it had to be them.
Maybe they was just in the house watching TV or something with the TV. You know how people got the TV set in front of the big window in their living room.
Right.
And just seen a motherfucker run past, and they could have came out and do it across the street because said, man, dude was just in the house.
Yeah, that too, you know. So like I said, man, we have a lot of angles we can look at this. Everybody have their side that they choose. You know, most of the people, you know what I'm saying, they saying, hey, he should have been murdered. They need to be charged. It's like the dude named Cigar, if he's still up in there, he's saying, hey, he didn't say he deserved to die. He just said,
nobody's saying that.
Nobody's saying he deserved to die. He just saying, you know, to him, he believe it's self-defense. And then I see Cindy over there. She's like, hey, I'm white. I'm saying that I don't believe it's self-defense. And see, that's what I like to see right there. You know,
but wait, here's the thing, brother. See, that's why I think our feelings are coming in too much. We can say we don't believe it's self-defense, The video actually, in law, it shows self-defense.
Okay.
So, in law, in the courtroom, that's going to be self-defense right there. Because, yeah, okay, they can say, yeah, you was wrong for jumping out on him and pointing a gun at him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but once he reached for it, now he trying to get possession of the gun.
Yeah, and I hate he did that. I really hate that he did that, man. So at this point now, again, a lot of us on the outside looking in, we gonna assume, we can speculate. But when the trial comes out, I guess that's when everything gonna pop up and say, okay, this is what we found, this is what we know, and this, that, and the third. Now I'm gonna ask you this, brother. Did you see the GBI when they did their conference on this? Did you see the GBI?
No, I didn't. I did not.
Okay, I played the GBI, they conference on here, and I was laughing because the bald-headed dude was like ducking and dodging, and it's like he knew what to say because they was asking them some good questions. And let me ask you this, man. One of the questions that they asked him, and you tell me what you think about this. One of the questions that they asked him, are y'all involved in this because their video came out? Because 2 months ago, when all this hit the fan, your peoples came out here and pretty much brushed it off. But now this video has come out. Now the Georgia Bureau of Investigation is on it. So he asked them that, and he had an answer to it. Don't know if people found this answer believable, but he had an answer to it. So how do you feel about that? Do you think the GBI came in because the video came out? How do you feel about that? Because again, they say when it first hit the fan, which this story is old. I remember when somebody first sent it to me. But the reason I didn't say nothing then because the story is so vague. So now if I get up here and say something, and I don't have at least half the details what's going on. So how you feel about that?
So did the GBI come out and speak when it first happened?
Nope.
Now here's the thing. The GBI might be on it now because of the public.
Okay.
I wouldn't say that they have something to do with it because of that. Like it's the states, it's the county's work.
Mm-hmm.
See, the GBI, just like in Illinois, we got the same shit up here. It's like every state's version of the FBI.
Gotcha.
You get what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
What was his answer for them coming and grabbing the case?
He pretty much saying, hey, I'm not gonna hear. Pretty much, I'm not gonna talk down on what they did. I'm pretty much sure these guys did what they did, investigate and whatnot. And we were just called in. This, that, and third, and we came on the scene. But you could tell it's certain stuff that he trying to be careful not to say. It's in my other computer, but if I find it, bro, I'll send it to you, man, let you listen to it. Because he was bobbing and weaving. They were asking him some tough questions, and he was bobbing and weaving. So if I find him, I'll email it to you, bro.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Because, they would at least have to find a connection. Mm-hmm. Like a good enough connection with the GBI and the McMichaels dude. Mm-hmm. Because the McMichaels, his connection is with the county's district attorney.
Gotcha.
Because like when she said they had run-ins when Ma was in what was that? In high school?
Yeah, that's what I heard, yeah.
I haven't seen that confirmed, and it don't make sense to me because when Ahmad was in high school, it wasn't that long ago, and this dude was a DA investigator. He wasn't a cop at that time.
Okay.
And the DA investigator is the district attorneys. They got all these cases, so they hire investigators to do a lot of the leg work to get them the evidence because they can't handle all of the shit. So the DA investigator, they're not out there like arresting people and doing all that shit. They investigating specific crimes, like cases they were given.
Right. I just found some. I'm gonna email it to myself. This is okay. This shit getting crazy, though. They saying somebody found the.
Now Hold on. Somebody in the chat just said the video was leaked out. At that point, they had to get involved. Even with the video leaked out, the GBI does not have to get involved. The GBI, I don't know. He didn't give an answer, but I would guess once the public get a hold of it, they start getting a lot of calls and requests for them to look at the case.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now, and I ain't speaking of. I don't like police. So, like, I don't believe in good cops because good cops or so-called good cops know who the bad cops are and they not telling. So it ain't sticking up for no cops now. But I mean, I'm trying to see how this makes sense. A lot of these arguments, and it just seemed like a whole bunch of emotional shit.
And I agree with you on that. I think a lot of it is out of emotion, you know, because like the cigar dude said earlier, he said a lot of y'all just sit up there riding with this man because y'all had the same skin color. And I agree with him in that. A lot of us are doing that, you know, instead of looking at the facts like me and you know, but everybody's looking at it in emotion, said, oh, he black, them white motherfuckers did this, did that, you know, and that's not the way to really look at any case. But in this one, though, you can't help but to think, though, you know, could this be somewhat racially motivated somewhere up in there? You can't help but to look at that. So I don't knock at people for looking at it like that. But go ahead.
Well, I'm going to tell you where the racial motivation is.
Okay.
It might not have went down like that if it was a white guy coming out of that house.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the guy across the street probably would have still called the police.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying?
Right.
But they probably wouldn't have went after the white guy like that.
Mm-hmm.
But that don't make it a hate crime once he get killed. Because I think it's clear that they didn't go out there specifically to kill him. Because they had a lot of, like, they could have shot this dude. They could have lit this motherfucker up. And I think while the father was on the phone, I think they're not releasing everything to us.
Yeah, because one phone call played, it did sound like it was edited. And I think one of the parts, because it was information they was giving out and they had to edit it. But I think it was a lot of stuff that was like they weren't playing their phone call either. So I agree with you on that one. I agree with you on that.
Yeah, because I think the father was probably on the phone with the cops.
Mm-hmm.
While he was in the back of the truck.
Because you know there was 2 phone calls, right? But I think I heard somebody say it probably actually 3 of them. Did you hear both phone calls?
No, I heard the one call from the guy that was across the street when.
Oh shit! It was 2 of them. I gotta see you there too. It's 2 of them. I think it's on YouTube though. Look up the 911 calls, and my girl Jen sent it to me, and it was 2. It was actually 2 phone calls. 2 of them. One of them, the guy was reporting that he seen him in a construction house, and the other one, you know, you can hear him hollering, "Stop right there," and something like that, you know. But it's on YouTube though.
See, that's probably the father. That's probably the McMichaels dude on the phone with.
Yeah, I think both of them was the McMichaels. Let me see.
No. The first one was the guy across the street.
Oh, so you don't think that
the guy that saw him go in the house?
Oh, so you don't think that McMichael called the first time?
No.
Okay.
I don't think so. Did you see the guy that came out of his house when Ahmad ran into that house?
Yeah, but see, it's kind of hard to see it because everything is happening at the top of the screen, you know. So that's why I told people who asked me to replay it, you got to put your phone in full screen or put your laptop in full screen, put your glasses on, or put your face all the way up to your video to see the action that was going on because everything was on the top, you know, so you really couldn't see the figures that was running around or who all came out and this, that, and the third.
Right.
Okay.
Man, see, this is what I be talking about, man, with this emotional stuff, man. I'm looking in the chat, man. These people talking about when you point your gun, you intend to kill. Now, we know that's not true. You know, you get what I'm saying? Then why go guns blazing? The guns wasn't blazing until the man reached for the guns, and then there was only one gun blazing.
Let's see if I can find okay.
Why did they have guns? Because, God damn it, they in the state where they can open carry. They probably carry their shit less than I do. You know what I'm saying?
That's why I say, man, you know, a lot of people gonna have their different opinions on this, man. You know, I mean, we can explain it all day, man, but you know, people still gonna have their feelings about it. Like I said, man, I can't knock them one way or the other, man. I really can't. I think I found this phone call. I'm sending it to your email right now.
Send it to who? My email?
Yeah, I'm sending it to you right now.
Oh shit, nigga.
Yeah, it said it's sending. I sent it to you right now. So,
goddamn, you making me work now. Goddamn it. Oh, I'm on your show, man.
Yeah, but now I want you to hear the phone calls because you say you didn't hear the phone calls. So I want you to hear the phone calls. Whenever you get a chance, you know, take a look at the phone, listen to the phone calls, and you know, give me your analyst or whenever you get on, you know, give your analyst what you hear on the phone calls.
All right.
All right.
I mean, bro, here's the thing. This was my major point in covering this. You know how, I don't know how much, I mean, you listen to me. You have listened to me enough.
Mm-hmm.
I always say we can't do what the media do and expect to keep our credibility.
Mm-hmm.
So once we saw he wasn't just a jogger, you have to take that out of the narrative. Like, I'm not saying don't keep going with whatever else you were saying, but as long as you keep he was just out to jog in the narrative, you're discredited.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? And people was like, oh, so he should die because he wasn't a jogger? And it's like, bro, nobody wants to deal with what you're saying. You say one thing, they make it what they want it to be.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So, I mean, because like I said, look at this, bro. It's clear that the media, they held this back, just like they held back Breonna Taylor.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that story tomorrow. I heard about that, and that's crazy for what I heard. Damn.
Yeah, I did that one yesterday.
Okay.
So they holding this shit back, and they deciding to put it all out at the same time. It's because they don't want us to look at something else.
Mm-hmm.
And it's funny that this shit come out when they trying to push all these bills right now, these crazy ass bills. And that's really what it was, because you got to think about it like this. Joggers.
Hey, Layla, what's going on, dear?
People who are actually out jogging get killed all the time. There was no mass anything on the internet of anyone jogging 2 miles for anyone. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And they just put this shit in front of you. Now they got us looking at all of this while they over here trying to pass all these goddamn House Bill 6666, which is some weird shit in that bill.
Mm-hmm.
And we're not even paying attention to it because we're looking at this. And it's not saying, hey, well, we don't give a fuck about what happened to this black guy. No, what we saying is, bruh, you got a dog at the front door we trying to keep out, but there's a tiger coming through the back door.
That's why I came with about that trespassing thing. You know, do you really need a sign saying you trespassing? If you ask me to get off your property and I don't get off your property, then it's almost fair game. You trespassing now. So that dog, you try to, the front door, dog may be waiting on your ass, but you jump over that gate, like you said, it could be anything, another dog or a tiger that bite the shit out your ass. You should have got on my property when I told you to. So you want to be stubborn and hard-headed, you pretty much got it. You know, but I got 2 questions for you, bruh, and I appreciate you coming on, man. I'm gonna let you go and go ahead with the rest of the show. My girl Aisha, another Memphian, we Memphians, she said, did he jog daily, correct? Did they say anything about he jogged daily? I don't remember reading anything about that.
I mean, they say his mama said it. She the one that said it. And I think I heard somebody that lived in the area said it, not right in that area, but closer to his house.
Mm-hmm.
But this is what I'm saying, bro. That day he wasn't just a jogger. Like, we got somebody say he was just a jogger. He walked into a home. No, actually, he ran into a home. As he walked up to the house, he wasn't even jogging when he come into the screen. So I don't know. All I can look at is what I can see.
And my last question is, and I asked this when I did a last stream on it. If he is a daily jogger, did he always take that route? And if he didn't, what made him take that route that day?
I mean,
and damn, these nuts, that's the same thing. That's the same thing I'm asking. These nuts, that's the same thing. Was that his regular jogging route? And if it wasn't, what made him take it that day?
I don't know. Do you know? I don't know if that was his. We don't know these things, but
right.
Do we know how far did he live? Because I heard he lived like a mile away from there, and then I heard he lived like 10 miles away from there.
You know what, man? I don't know, dude. I have no idea. I think a lot of people just talking out of side and they just throwing shit out there and not doing what me and you doing, actually trying to find out facts. I think a lot of people just throwing shit up out there, and I hate when people do that because people would take that and start passing that chain around, and then when we hear like the mama and them speak, and don't shit like that even happen, we just be like, okay, where did y'all get this shit from? Where did y'all get that from? So I don't know how far he stayed or if he even stayed anywhere close to that neighborhood. That's another $1 million question. And we just go back to what me and D's Nuts asked earlier. Was that his regular routine jog? And if it wasn't, what made him go there that day?
Cause now I seen the white girl on TV. She was saying, yeah, he went jogging all the time. I got cameras on my house.
Oh,
and
okay.
when and since she was like they activate when somebody come past, and I always look up and I'll be like, oh, that's just Ahmad. Okay. So, but here's the thing, she didn't live over there.
Oh.
She lived by him.
My girl Lightbearer said his mom said it was a regular route, so I don't know. This is crazy.
I don't know about that because I don't know. Like, I mean, look, really, we can ask the people who see him what's his regular route. His mama ain't gonna know
because she's not there with him 24/7. So you're right about that.
Like, who say, "Mom, I'm going to jogging. Let me get your route." You get what I'm saying?
Right. You right about that. You right.
And it's like, even let's just say this ain't happened. Let's say he going out to look for some shit to steal. Let's just say that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Even though that's not what we see. You know what I'm saying? Hypothetically, what would he tell his mama? Probably, I'm going out to jog.
Let me say this to you real quick, and again, brother, appreciate you coming on and having this conversation with me. It's a conversation that needed to be had, especially with me and you almost got pretty much on the same minds alike, so I think this was a pretty good one right here. But my girl Aisha said, she said she confused where you going. She said, listen, they were racist white men and they played a game of rabbit. They were above the law in their city, county, but not the state.
I don't get it. Like, I wasn't trying to go nowhere. I don't know if these motherfuckers was racist or not.
Right.
I don't see the game of rabbit with this motherfucker standing up here on the phone. Bro, at least I'm dealing with what I can see, bro.
Right. That's what I said, man. That's why I can have this conversation with you, and you got a lot of people that listen. They listening to you, I think I seen a couple people say, hey, he making some good points. They listen to you.
But if you want to keep your credibility, I mean, let's just say he was just jogging out of the narrative.
Okay.
Now, keep your arguments up with everything else. I mean, even though I believe when they go into court, they won't be able to prove a murder. They just won't be able to.
Okay.
Yeah. But I ain't had nowhere to go, bro. I'm not, like, I don't have a dog in the fight.
Well, none of us do, really. Be honest.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I don't know the people.
Right.
So I'm just saying, let's look at what we got, and then after that, all you can do is wait and see what happened. But I will tell you, I don't think they could prove murder because I don't want you to be pissed off once they don't prove murder and you be out here mad. Shut up.
You thought some people be pissed off.
Yeah.
You thought some people be pissed off. Yes, they gonna be pissed off. That for sure. That for sure. Hey,
Did he hear white call him all sorts of Negroes?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, is he a Negro? I mean, listen. If they called him a Negro, is he a Negro?
My girl Steph M says, if anything, they'll probably get probation and court fees. How like you think they might get that?
I think they're gonna get convicted something light. And I think they're gonna get the maximum sentencing on that charge, which would be not that long. I think they're gonna do some jail time.
So you think they are gonna get some kind of time, but not no harsh time.
Right. And if they sit in there instead of bailing out, when they do get their jail time, it might be a time served type thing.
Okay, bet.
Because we still gotta understand this dude's still connected, and you know, you do got the good old boys. Damn, did I just go out?
No, I still hear you. I hear you.
Oh.
I hear you.
Oh, I mean, you just don't know, man. I just, because I think motherfuckers might riot when these people get off, and I don't want that.
Yeah, or that's not going to help it anyway, you know, because regardless of what, if they riot or not, you still got a dead man. You know, it's not going to bring them back, so I'm with you on that one, bro. Ladies and gentlemen, y'all, this is my man.
One more thing.
Go ahead.
Don't riot for this shit. If you're going to riot for what these motherfuckers forcing you to do right now, and they talking about they want to force you to shoot some shit into your arms.
I heard about that, and I'm hearing some people actually try to do that dumbass shit. Seriously?
Right. But I was supposed to be going live. Like, I'm sitting over here listening to your ass. Nigga, I was supposed to be live an hour and 10 minutes ago.
Hey, man, it was a good conversation, bro. I appreciate you, man. My fault. My fault. Ladies and gentlemen, this is my man, Truth Out Loud, man. And I called into his show a couple of times, but never thought he would actually come over here. I'll let your boy. But this was a good conversation we had between him and I. The man brought up some good points. Hey, I can't knock him for his points. And I see some of y'all are agreeing with some of the stuff that he's saying. And I'm seeing some of y'all are getting confused with a lot of stuff that he's saying. But, you know, that's the game of love when it comes to stories like this, you know. We're going to agree, we're going to disagree, and we're going to get confused. But at the end of the day, we're going to have to wait till the trial comes. And if there's any more that comes out, hey, we just have to take it from there. Truth Out Loud, man. Appreciate you, brother. I'm probably going to cut this out, man. Upload it separately, man. Let people hear me and you talk, man. I think they like to hear that.
Hey, you know, I'm cool with all of it, bro. Do what you do, bro.
Hey, no doubt. Appreciate you, my guy.
All right, holla at you.
All right. Yes. Truth Out Loud. My man. So, oh, yeah. Truth Out Loud. You know, hey, you know, what can I say? You know, one thing I do agree with him on, you know, with the public, I think the public is kind of pacifying us. That's probably why they doing certain stuff or whatnot. I do agree with him on that notion that they pacifying us. But, you know, hey, this story right here just got everybody's going just all over the place. We all over the place. And I agree with him on that. You know, a lot of it is out of emotion. You know, we're not trying to look at the facts. We all doing this out of emotion. And I agree with him on that as well. So, appreciate you, bro, for calling in. Like I said, I'm going to cut that out. Probably load it up separately. You know, I think that's a conversation a lot of people need to hear. You know, it was all good. And Cindy, you're absolutely right. All this shit got to stop. It got to stop because it's getting ridiculous. It's getting a motherfucking ridiculous now. It's getting a motherfucking ridiculous now. Too ridiculous. And it don't make no damn sense. Anybody else want to talk? You know, I still got the stream y'all still up. You want the link? I'll put it up in there. If not, you know, we're going to get on with the rest of this show and we're going to call it a night. Right, D's. It would get us nowhere. Because at the end of the day, the man's still gone. He's still gone. So we can celebrate at the fucking fool all we want to. But at the end of the day, that man is still gone. And us acting a fool, rioting, it's not going to bring him back. Because if it did, I'm pretty much sure we have a whole lot of riots all over the damn place to bring people back. Amen? But it ain't going to bring
These
them
days,
back, though.
it's anything.
It ain't going to bring it back at all. So I think we all can agree on that. We all can agree on that. That the riots won't solve anything. All right? What I'm going to bring up for y'all, I think they said this is where the actual homeowner came out himself and said something. I think this may be it, but we'll see.
There's now a second piece of video under scrutiny. It's surveillance footage showing the 25-year-old walking through a construction site that same day. Could you call this trespassing? Yeah. Could you call it justification for what the accused did, the McMichaels? I don't know how.
As far as the video goes, I don't want it to be put out and misused and misinterpreted for people to think that I had accused of Mr. Arbery of stealing or robbery, because I never did.
You never filed any report. You never called 911 about this video.
The video of February 23rd, I made no calls.
Do you believe that Arbery stole anything from your house that day?
No, whatsoever.
Now, the McMichaels told police in the police report here that he had been seen, Arbery had been seen on surveillance video. Did you share this video with the McMichaels?
No, not whatsoever.
Did they know of any past incidents at your construction site?
I'm not sure about that.
Nothing you told them about?
No.
Were you aware of any string of burglaries that they say were going on in that neighborhood? Because we can't find police records of any string of burglaries in the neighborhood.
I was.
And what did you know about what was going on in the neighborhood?
I only knew of secondhand information that maybe somewhere in the neighborhood of January that a vehicle had been entered and some guns taken out of it.
Are you aware that it was the McMichaels who filed that report?
No.
That's what police records show, according to our reporting on this, that they had reported it. Do you have any relationship with the McMichaels? Do you have any feel for these gentlemen?
Send it to me, Jen. If you got it, send it to me.
Have you reported
You know how to get it? Send it to me.
Things that happened at your construction site?
I have.
What kinds of things have happened, and who do you think did it?
The only thing that happened was my cameras would notify me I would be 2 hours away, and my cameras would notify me and let me know somebody was on the property.
And what have you seen on your property before? How common is it for people to enter the site?
Not very common at all. In the daytime, didn't have very much traffic other than subcontractors and people working there. And that would have been about it.
And didn't you report, though, that you believe something had been taken from the house, but you couldn't identify who did it?
No.
So
that's a false accusation.
Oh, good to know. Thank you very much. So you never reported anything about any fishing equipment or anything like that?
Wow.
The instance with the fishing equipment has got blown out of proportion. That was out of a boat, not out of the structure. And I'm not exactly sure when or where that happened. The boat was transported from Brunswick to our location to where we live 2 hours away. And I never filed a report on that because I don't know for sure exactly where it happened.
Boy, you're right. That is getting thrown all over the place as a potential other situation that Arbery may have been involved in. And just to be clear, you never filed it, you've never accused him, and you don't have any reason to believe that Ahmaud Arbery had anything to do with that.
That is correct.
Whoa.
These days, it's anything but business as usual. That's why working together is more important than...
What y'all think about that? What y'all think about that? No, Jen, I don't see anything here from CNN. The last thing I seen you sent me, it was from News Jax. Unless you talking about this one where it was on Facebook, you found it on Facebook. I see something, you found the link on Facebook you sent me. That's the one there? Oh, never mind. This it. I'm sorry. This it. Yep. This it. Let's see. Well, if anybody go jump on the stream, y'all, I'm going to shut the stream, y'all, down. Thanks for the people who came up, roll them out, and my man, Truth Out Loud, so I'm going to shut this down. Till next time. Let me see. Jen sent me this. And let me see if I can download it. Let me see if it let me download it. Yep.
Thank you.
Yep. So we're going to get this downloaded. And I think I'm going to end the show with this right here. Once we get this played, I'm going to end the show with this right here. Ladies and gentlemen, what I'm going to bring to your attention is the whole interview when they talked to Roddie, this same guy who I just showed y'all. Jen, is this Roddie, this him and his attorney? Is this him and his attorney? Then I'm going to show them. Yes, it was. It's a great dialogue. What I'm about to show them is this Roddie and his attorney talking to the same guy. Okay. All right, guys. Roddie and his attorney talking to CNN. And we're going to end it off with this. Hey, let's have a look. Even Truth Out Loud said it's weird.
Good evening. All right. Mr. Bryan, you are known as Roddie to friends, correct?
That's right.
And in the police report, the McMichaels referred to a Roddie. I'm assuming that was you, yes?
Hey, hold on, Chris. You've been a prosecutor, and you can imagine that this prosecutor that's been in this case 24 hours, she's going to start throwing stuff around her living room if you start doing her job for her. Okay, because as good as you are, she'd probably rather do it herself.
The fuck? What I miss? Hold on.
That's right.
And in the police report, the McMichaels referred to a Roddie. I'm assuming that was you, yes?
Hey, hold on, Chris. You've been a prosecutor. And you can imagine that this prosecutor that's been in this case 24 hours, she's going to start throwing...
He didn't throw shit. All he did was ask him. I'm assuming you are Roddie, right? They was talking about you. What the fuck? And we're looking at the police incident right now. But Michael stated the unidentified male turned around and began running back the direction from which he came, and Roddie attempted to block him, which was unsuccessful. Michael said Roddie tried to block him. So what I don't understand the law. I don't.
Stuff around her living room if you start doing her job for her, okay? Because as good as you are, she'd probably rather do it herself. Do you know what we could talk about without causing problems for anybody? And I know you're trying, but this man cannot be answering substantive questions about the case. And if you feel that we've misled you in some way, I'm sorry.
No. It's not about misleading. It's about just being clear for the audience. I always believe that the best opportunity the media can give you is the opportunity to tell the truth in a way that helps you. That's all I'm saying.
Get him, Chris.
I don't know why you would dispute the notion of the man's presence at the situation, but that's fine. Let me move on.
Thank you.
And you, counselor, should weigh in whenever you feel like it. So, Mr. Bryan, how did you come to be in the car videotaping that day? You don't want to talk about that either. All right, so let's do this. You are afraid of the facts of this case, Counselor. Why?
Why do the fucking interview? You ain't gonna let the man talk.
Sir, I'm not afraid of anything. And I'm certainly not, with all due respect, I'm not afraid of you, but I respect you.
And I respect you.
You are a brilliant, very capable lawyer, and you are you are a very good prosecutor. And my client is a mechanic with a high school education, and if you've ever been to the high schools around here, that's not necessarily saying much, okay? And I don't mind if the Board of Education doesn't like it. You know, I'm not their friend either, okay? But you can't be asking him questions about the substance of the evidence, because like I said, there's a young lady that's been in this case less than 24 hours who's going to be throwing stuff around her living room, and I don't want her mad at me, and I don't want her mad at my client.
I understand.
On the other hand, if you want to ask him, about his experiences here, how he feels, I don't have a problem with that.
Okay, let me ask him one question, then I want to get back to you, Mr. Goff, because you have a different latitude than he does.
Sure, sir.
And just for the record, I do not believe that a level of education is in any way commensurate with common sense or savvy or understanding everything that you need to know about this case just through life experience. I want you to know that. I don't care that he only went to high school. Plenty of people have done that and achieved great things, let alone know why the heck they were in a car videotaping something like this. But let's put it to the side. Mr. Bryan.
Chris is kicking his ass, making him look like an ass. He making that turn like an ass.
What do you want the audience to know about your role, your feelings, and your sense of responsibility for this situation?
Is that a multiple question, Chris?
Mr. Goff, let him answer it. I'm sure he'll do a good job. You can always answer it. You can amend after. Mr. Bryan.
I would just like to say, first of all, I'm very sorry to the family. I pray for them every night, as well as my own family.
All right. Mr. Goff, do you think that your client should be understood as part of the altercation that day?
No, sir. No, sir. Not at all.
Because?
Because my client has done nothing wrong here. He's committed no crime, and this is a horrible tragedy. This young man has lost his life, and you've seen the video. On a scale of 1 to 10, it's horrifying to watch. It's painful to watch, even for a former prosecutor like yourself, and I'm sure you've seen lots of grisly incidents. So this is a terrible matter, and some people are going to have to answer for what they did, but my client is not responsible for that. My client was unarmed. My client hasn't shot anybody. My client hasn't been in so much as a fist fight since he was in high school. And you can take a look at him.
Dude, okay, we get that. But why the fuck you doing the interview then? You're not gonna let this man answer. What? It's like you hiding something. What are you hiding? He asking him simple questions. Pretty much yes or no. This man lawyer getting bent out of shape for bullshit. For what I'm seeing. And every time he do that, Chris kick his ass.
5'6", 5'7". This is not a gentleman who's out there looking for a fight or
I
looking
understand.
for trouble.
I understand, but often,
of course,
as we both know, again,
okay.
Mr. Goff, I'm not putting your guy on trial, okay? That's not my job. My job is this doesn't make any damn sense, this situation. And somebody wound up dead. And as we both know, the smaller you get, the more likely you are to use a weapon to make any kind of a show of force. So I don't care about the size of the people involved. It's about the size of their heart and the size of their brain. What I want to know is this. When you say that your client should not be considered as part of the altercation, I'm assuming...
He is not considered part of the altercation, Chris. He's a witness, and that's all. That's all he's ever been.
Okay, good. And I will take that answer as guidance until I hear any different from an investigative authority, which I have not. Now, the McMichaels seem to know him, but I want to give you a chance, counselor. The fact that the McMichaels know Roddie or that Roddie knows them, why is it wrong to suggest, therefore, he knew about their intentions that day?
There is no relationship whatsoever between Roddie and the McMichaels. And with all due respect...
Oh, come on! Are you
serious? I'm not
serious?
at liberty to go into all the details, but I don't think it's any...
So according to what he's saying, there's no neighbor relationship or nothing. May not be family relationship. But if there was no relation, in my opinion, I could be wrong, then why did he get involved in this? Now it raised the question even more. What made him record? What made him get in the car and record if there's no relationship? So you mean to tell me there's no friendship or no neighborhood relationship, anything between these guys? Bullshit. Bullshit. Because I'm not finna get in my car and follow somebody and record them if you have not gave me any kind of notion there's something going down. So you had to call me or send me a smoke screen and say, hey, we finna follow this dude. Because ain't no way I'm finna come out my house and just follow shit and I don't know what the fuck is going on. He's lying. He's lying.
Secret that the relationship between Roddie's fiance
what up, Precious?
and the
hey,
district
Layla, I
attorney's
thought you were gone, lady.
It's utterly absurd to think
lying.
that she would ever have any dealings with these people. You just don't understand, Chris. I mean, you
That's
heard
why I'm
things
talking
about
to you.
how bad it is
Thank
down
you.
here.
That's why he
first of all, I am not.
That's why he asking them questions, you dick. That's why he asking him questions.
I'm not condemning an area. I don't understand why no arrest was made. I don't understand why someone who accused themselves from the case went out of their way to paint a false picture of the victim. But these are not questions for you to answer. But I don't want to impugn the character of a community or of the police force other than to state curiosity at their inaction. And that's why this interview was so important. If it weren't for your client's tape, I don't know that anything would have happened here. And is that something, let me go back to Mr.
I think you're right.
Hold on. Let me go back to Mr. Bryan on that. Mr. Bryan, I hope you understand that your decision to videotape this may be what makes all the difference in the administration of justice in this case. Are you aware of that?
Yes, sir. If there wasn't a tape, then we wouldn't know what happened.
And how do you feel about that?
I would. I hope that it, in the end, brings justice to the family and peace to the family.
Mr. Goff, audience is listening now.
Yes, sir.
What do you want them to understand about why your client was where he was if it is not true that it was done in coordination with the McMichaels?
Chris, I don't think it's any secret. My client lives in that neighborhood. He's at his house, minding his own business, and I'm trying not to complicate anybody else's job. He's at his house, minding his own business, and things happen, and in a matter of minutes, his life has been changed forever. And
he a fucking lie. He's a fucking lie because he would mind his own damn business. Okay, how the fuck did he know to get in his car and record? That man ain't helping his case. Fuck that. Okay, I take it back. Maybe he was minding his own business. That man got a call or something to get in his car and go follow them folks. That lawyer is man, fuck out of here, man.
this family, the Arbery'S, their lives have been changed forever. and it's sometimes difficult in these situations to see the bigger picture. Mother's Day was not pleasant for Roddie here. It wasn't pleasant for me either. It wasn't the Mother's Day I was hoping for. But at the same time, Roddie's going to have other Mother's Days. That is, if nobody takes a pot shot at him. But the Arbery'S will never be able to spend another month.
You can't have a Mother Day because he's not a mother, you asshole. I mean, I would have expected better. You would have said Mother Day to spend with his mom, but he's not a mother, so man.
Mother's Day with their son. So, for them, it's hard to imagine anything worse that could have happened.
I'll get back to the fact pattern before we end, but let me ask you a couple of side questions because of your apparent perspective on this place. Why do you think somebody might take a pot shot at your client?
I want to know that too.
Because certain people out there, for reasons that are not clear, are deliberately putting all kinds of misinformation out there to the extent, and I can't speak for the GBI, but I'm sure that however well-intentioned, that is hindering and hampering and impeding their investigation.
Like what?
There's so much distraction.
Thank you, Chris. Like what?
The people out there that are talking about my client being some kind of vigilante, they're conjuring up conspiracy theories that don't exist, saying that my client was armed. Everyone knows he wasn't armed. That's never been an issue from day one. And why people would continue to put things out like that, to suggest that somehow he's in cahoots with whatever's been going on up on the third floor at the courthouse with the DAs. Look, Greg Big Michael worked for the DA's office for many years, and he was a Glenn County police officer before that. My client does not have quote-unquote strong ties to law enforcement. He doesn't have ties to law enforcement.
I got you.
And since he's been in this relationship with this young lady, I can assure.
Jen, is there another part to this? Is there another part? Hey, Sonya Watts, what's going on, babe? Is there another part to this? This a motherfucking ridiculous what I heard right here. It's a motherfucking ridiculous. That man was asking him simple yes and no questions. This dude right here just got bit up all out of shape for nothing. What's wrong with him saying that, well, when they say Roddie, I'm assuming that's you, right? Roddie could have said, yeah, they talking about me. It ain't a secret. It's out there. I don't know what's wrong with this lawyer. I don't know what's wrong with this lawyer. This dude right here, man, look. Man, if that's his lawyer that's going to be down there, I don't know, man. I don't know how this is going to work for him. I don't know how this is going to work for him. But I will say this. Whoever this guy named in the middle, his name is Chris. I don't know what his name, Chris what. But whenever the lawyers try to pop off at him with that, I guess that legal shit or whatnot, he acknowledging that Chris was in legals at one point. Chris turned right back around and kicked his ass verbally. He turned around and kicked his ass. And Roddie just sitting there looking stupid. He don't know which way to go. If I be Roddie, I would have told my attorney, hey, come here. Why are we doing this interview if you're not going to let me talk? He's only asking yes or no questions. So why are we doing this? We wasting this man's time. This ain't a fucking mockery. If we're going to do this. You say you want to clear my name. How the fuck can I clear my name? And every time he say something, you butting in and getting all bent out of shape. Let me answer the fucking question. And if his questions do get too out of hand, then that's when you step in. But if he asks me simple questions as yes and no, What are we getting bent out of shape for? What are we getting bent up out of shape for? Jesus. Yeah, he is, D's. He making him look stupid. And you ask me, he making him a little more guilty to me. Damn, excuse me, didn't mean my voice go up like that, but he making a little more guilty to me. Right, D's, and they wonder why this man fearing for his life. Jen, I get that, but what's incriminating saying that, yeah, they talking about me when they assuming Roddie? They talking about me. I mean, like I said, I don't have a hand in the law. I don't know how this shit works, but me, if that was me right there, I would have had a major problem how this man handled this interview. Because you're not making me look good at all, bro. You're not making me look good at all. You make me look like a sap sucker and trying to hide. That's what you make me look like. To be honest, you make me look like a sap sucker that's trying to hide. Golly. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to end it right here unless Jen pop up at the last minute and say, hey, I found the other piece to this. And Jen, thank you so much for the information, dear. Unless she pop up and say she got, or if she do got the other part, I'll crank this motherfucker right back up and play the other part to it, you know. But the other part probably didn't come out because the shit was just going so left right here. The other part probably didn't come out, you know. But anyway, guys, thank y'all so much for joining me tonight. This was very interesting. I'm sorry it took me so long to get to it. But, you know, like I said, I've been under the weather, had other things going on, so I'm back now. If nothing else, you know, I'll wait for some more updates. Come over with this story. I'll come over with some more updates. But tomorrow we're going to talk about the Brianna story because what I heard about this story is very tragic. And how I heard it went down, I would hate for that to happen to anybody. I would hate for that to happen to anybody, even my worst enemy. How that shit went down, I would hate for that to happen to anybody. All right? So we'll be talking about Breonna Taylor tomorrow. Other than that, guys, take care of yourself and each other. And, hey, I'll see y'all next time. All right? It's your man, Chris Thorns, and I'm out. And yeah, y'all cut up on that thumbs up too, baby. Shit, got 50 thumbs up. That's what I'm talking about. All right, y'all take care.